Hello to everybody. Hello. How is everybody doing? Sorry that I didn't put the post up. I had everything done early and I had everything out and posted, and I didn't realize that I never put the live stream up. I did it. I put it all together, but I marked it as private. When I do it all in a row, I forget something's got to be marked private and something's got to be marked public. And in my head, I'm thinking oh, that's got to be private. Because if it's public, that means people will see it now, and I don't want it to be till Friday. I don't know. I was not thinking straight, apparently. So I got a text from Neil, and then a thing on Discord from Michael, both question mark live stream, and I'm like, what? And I'm looking I was doing a reaction. I was literally just watching an episode of Leverage. Amazing show. Oh, you guys could see it right there. Look, I have a new thumbnail. I didn't even put the right thumbnail. I have the new thumbnail up. I was literally just watching Leverage, so you see I'm not a liar. Leverage is up. Let me change it to what it should be. But I was literally just watching an episode of Leverage. And then I got the text from Neil and Michael with the question mark. Where the heck is campaign 1? I have it here somewhere. Where are you, campaign? Oh, there it is. Boop. What? And apparently... Oh, that's right, because we never did a episode 15 yet. I was going to say, why is it not there? What is going on here? Let me change it. Ready, you're going to see a new one in a second, if I am even being heard by anybody. There we go. Boop. Now it is back. We're episode 15. Yeah, so that... Now I'm totally distracted on everything I was just saying. That being said, I thought I was late, and then I realized I never posted it. In my head, I was like, what, am I late for the live stream? Because I had it timed pretty perfect, where I am at the point now where I'm trying to get ahead another month or two, because once Ray leaves, I usually get caught up to the point where I know Ray leaves, and then I'm I have nothing in the vault of Jay. So once Ray leaves for Easter, I usually spend a lot of time just building up a good month or two of a gap, so that in case I got to take a vacation during the summer or go to the shore house. There's one weekend I'm going to see Weird Al with Jesse and Ray during July, and now we just planned, Star will probably like this if a Star's in the chat, but we just planned a trip to go to Pittsburgh to see Ray July 2nd. What is it? I think we're going the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of July. We're coming home the day before the 4th of July, but we're going to see Back to the Future, the musical, in Pittsburgh. So I was quite excited about that. So we were already going to go see Weird Al with him in July. So now we're going to do 2 events in the same month with Ray, which is pretty awesome. But that being said, I will be gone 2 weekends in July. So I'm let me catch up on some things. I mean, it probably won't affect our live streams. It definitely isn't going to affect our live streams for the first trip, because I'm going Tuesday afternoon and coming back Thursday night. So Tuesday afternoon to Thursday night, I'll be back that Friday, which I think is 4th of July. If I'm not mistaken, I think 4th of July falls on a Friday this year. So I am pouring this drink, but the reason why is because I want to use it as a chaser with my bourbon. But guys, that being said, we are into episode 15. Those of you who did not know, we did bonus time last week. We did 45 minutes of bonus time. Even though we didn't hit the 50 likes, we could hit the 50 likes. Like and subscribe if you have not. We're almost halfway already. But we did not hit the 50 likes. However, we did make up a bonus time. We did a 45-minute bonus time. I immediately jumped into the hour and then did a 40-minute Vox O'Clock, which concluded episode 14, got us into 15. I did not see if Enhanced for Critters had dropped a newer episode yet. I don't think I did see it, but I honestly didn't look too good. So we're about to jump into 15. And this might catch us up to where they're at on Enhanced for Critters. This could be our last Enhanced for Critters, is what I'm saying. Because we're just about to pass where they're at. So let's say hi to everybody. We got Vero G and Michael, my moderators. Ace is probably out there somewhere. We also have the dude JB. I'm sure will start joining us soon. I think the dude said around the 20s is when he would start jumping back in, but he has hopped in and said hi occasionally. Clever name I made, Colvin and Holly Mac 79. I'm assuming Star is out there somewhere. Neil, I did tell, is we were live streaming, so Neil did get a text from me. I'm assuming Michelle will know, but Michelle is usually at work now. I have to remember that Michelle is actually at work. Coco is sitting on the bed giving me a look. We also have shots. I have Knob Creek from the great Lauren. Those of you who don't know, Lauren is my very good friend that I've been seeing recently, and she got me this delicious bottle of 9-year aged 100 proof Knob Creek. Knob Creek and Bullet Bourbon, my two favorites. She didn't even know that. She just goes, I know Knob Creek's good stuff. This and Bullet are my two favorite. But honestly, Knob Creek probably, I don't know. They have like a different taste to me. But Knob Creek, I feel like, is consistently more the go-to. Whereas Bullet is kind of just like if I don't give a crap and I just want like something nice. Because Knob Creek has a lot of variety. They are flooded with their IRL jobs. This is the last enhanced for... Oh, this is the last enhanced for critters. They said they're stopping, right? Yes. Oh, they are. Oh, they are stopping. Parker is the best. Still in the to-do list. Leverage stream. Like, I just found out, just a spoiler alert, I am way ahead on leverage. I am like very far ahead. I'm not going to tell you how far I am. But I just found out when I loaded up Prime today, for the first time, when I loaded up Prime today, I saw it says new episodes of Leverage out right now. And I'm like, what? And I saw that there is a spin-off called Leverage Redemption that has all of the people returning, except it looked like Timothy Hutton. And part of me was mad because I'm like, damn it, I didn't want to know that, because now I know that they all survive, except Timothy Hutton. And don't spoil it in case it is what it is now. I already know. It was not intentional. Fired up Amazon Prime and they're like, oh, we recommend this. The show you're watching right now, we recommend you watch the 10-year later spin-off of that show. Thanks, everybody. But the fact that I saw everybody in it. I saw that everybody was in it except Timothy Hutton. So I'm like, I didn't think any of them would die because it didn't seem like that kind of show. But now it totally took the option off the table of any of them dying, except possibly Timothy Hutton. Yup, and it is really good. Honestly, I was like so happy when I saw it because I'm like, I'm loving Leverage, I'm loving Warehouse 13, but I see they're both 5 seasons. I think Warehouse 13's 5 seasons too, and I just finished Eureka, which was 5 seasons, and I would go so far as to say only 5 seasons because that doesn't even seem like enough for me. But on top of that, these are way shorter seasons. Eureka had a lot of long seasons where I feel like it was like nearing 100 episodes or something, but these are like short seasons where you could like literally, you could binge watch an entire season of this show in one day easily. I feel like if they're usually 12 or 13 episodes, they're only 44 minutes, not even, they're like 43 minutes, and a lot of that is credits and stuff. So if you rounded it down to like 40 minutes and there's I feel like in like 10 hours you could watch an entire season, which is easily bingeable in a day. Like you start off at like noon, you sleep in, you start at noon, by 10 o'clock that night, you'll probably have finished an entire season. It reminds me of Orphan Black. That's what I did the other day with Lauren, where we literally started Orphan Black. I feel like that's about the same amount of time, a good 40, 45 minutes. And I binge watched the entire season. I feel like there's only 8 or 9 episodes of that, so way easier to do. But we easily finished. We actually jumped into season 2 and got like 3 episodes into season 2 all in the same day. Like we started early that day. It was like a lazy Sunday. And we started that day and got all the way to like halfway through season 2. So that being said, that has no relevance at all to do with anything Critical Role. You'll like Almost Paradise. I did see that pop up, but I didn't know what it was. That popped up in things it was recommended when I saw Leverage Redemption. That came up too. Jay, when you're done with Leverage, I want you to react to Leverage Redemption. So I will get far ahead. Holly Mac, I also think I'm going to start throwing up bonus episodes whenever I get really into a show. Like I did it with Outer Banks and Doctor Who and stuff like this. Whenever I get really into a show and it's a long run, it's like it takes so long, I'll start throwing bonus episodes out because you've stayed with that show for a while and you obviously are continue to run with it for the very distant future. So I will start, like, very much like Doctor Who and Outer Banks, I'm going to start throwing, like, randos out there. But I also started Sherlock for Neil. I did say that. Dean Devlin has to be a fake name. I know every time I see it, I swear to God, I know him for other things, but every time I see it, I'm like, Dean Devlin is such a great actor name. Amy Burge, Amy Burge and Dean Devlin are all over those shows. Amy Burge is the one I don't recall seeing. But everybody, we're going to get going. We have about an hour and 45 minutes because I saw Vero put the times. 8:57 is when the recap ends. So we already know what's going on. It went right to 8:57. I didn't even have to try. So we're going to go to 8:57. Why is the outro so long? I was wondering if you guys could tell me. 3:19, the episode ends. 3:19, it's over. But the outro goes 35 minutes. The outro is 35 minutes. So the actual content of this episode ends 3:20. Let's say 9. Well, actually, it's about 9 minutes. 9, round it down. So it's 3 hours and 10 minutes. The entire episode from right now to the outro is 3 hours and 10 minutes. So I figure if we do the hour Patreon, that knocks it down to 2:19. I usually like to do about a 30-minute Vox O'Clock. So if we do a 30-minute Vox O'Clock and we do the hour Patreon, that gives us an hour and 45 minutes, a little more than that. So we could do a little more than an hour and 44, and we will have the rest in the Patreon and Vox O'Clock. We're going to go past the midway point because the midway is in an hour and 25 minutes. We're going to go a little past the midway point, which will give us roughly half, a little more than half of this entire episode. So let me go down. Oh, it is Critmas. Critmas Cyberpunk. Edge rumors start with the music video. More S5 Doctor Who episodes. There will be more Doctor Who Season 5. I've gotten far ahead. I just recently got really far ahead on Leverage, Warehouse 13, and Doctor Who. I had like the weekend off, and I was like, let me get like rapid through this. And I usually do... I'm doing one Warehouse 13 every week now for Atlas Redux. I'm going to start trying to do 2 a month of Leverage and then flip-flop those 2 with Doctor Who. Like how we do Once Upon a Time, we flip-flop with Farscape. I think I'm going to start flip-flopping Doctor Who and Leverage, and Outer Banks has got to go in there too. So maybe I'll do like every other, but like we'll definitely start getting extra episodes of everything, including Outer Banks. But Outer Banks is almost caught up. I just started season 4, the last season of Outer Banks I just started. So that's almost all caught up. So we'll start getting lots of stuff out there. Ninja Master, Adam Espinosa. My God, my throat is tickling. All right, I'm going to drink some of this. All through my reactions this week, I've been telling people, I apologize. I've been sneezing and choking my brains out because the pollen and the allergies is so bad. I usually don't get bad allergies anymore, but it has been rough the last couple days. Like the video if you have not. We are almost halfway to 50. If we do the 50 likes, we will do the next 30 minutes, and I'll just shorten the Patreon hour this week. So keep liking the video if you haven't, but let's jump in. Then I'm going to take a shot. I want to get rolling because it's already almost 6:15, and I might have plans later. I don't know, but we'll find out. Either way, everybody, Adam Espinosa, fan fact, this was the very first episode I watched live 10 years ago. So Adam Espinosa, you will get the first shot just because... Oh, wait, I never set the clock. My bad. More time for everybody. But Adam Espinosa is going to get the first shot. As soon as we start, I'm going to do a shot because we haven't done one yet, and I just want to get rolling before... Because if we do hit the 50 likes, we're looking at like a good 2.5 hours of content. So, 8:57, what is going on? Why is the clock taking so long? Come on, clock. Why is the clock not loading? There it goes. 8:57. You guys can't see the clock yet. I have it over here, but for some reason it was taking 8 years to load. All right. Putting the thing over here. Let me lower. Where's the black screen? Oh. Raise this up. We'll go like that, right over Matt's head. I'll take this, minimize it. And then it will go right here as always. Oh, where's Liam? Where is Liam? No Liam today, everybody? Is this correct? Do my eyes deceive me? I have plenty of room now because Liam looks to be MIA. All right, everybody. First shot is going to be for Adam Espinosa. Ninja, everybody get ready. We're going to hit the pipe. We're going to hit the shot after I do 3, 2, 1. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it's blowing your ears out. Back now. It's blowing your ears out.
Purchases. Now's a party.
My bad. I killed everybody.
Items that you've
I did it again. I either forget to do it or do it too loud.
Once you guys are...
My apologies if I killed your souls.
How many items do we have?
Well, they're a bit divvied up right now.
Do feel free to tell me why there isn't. Liam is on the screen. Oh, I didn't see him. Oh my god. It is so dark, I didn't even notice.
I am holding on
Full
to a ring of
radiator check. Here we go, everybody. Full radiator check. And then we're taking a shot for Adam Espinosa.
Hello,
Good of you to join us.
Thank you. I just got off an airplane. Hi.
Yes. How was their flight?
An airplane. The flight was slightly shorter than the drive here. Hi.
Oh my god. All right, everybody.
That sounds about right.
This looks good.
And then we are going to do a shot for Adam.
We got this as
Everybody,
a gift from
Drinkers Unite to Adam Espinosa.
It's
I still have the
it's really good brandy.
So Tall that I got from Matthew Lillard, which was funny because last week on Saturday, Lauren stayed over and we were watching Good Girls, this show on Netflix, all day long. And Matthew Lillard is one of the main characters on the show, and I had cracked the bottle that night. I think we watched it Friday night into Saturday.
What is that? What does that do?
And we were drinking Matthew Lillard So Tall while watching Matthew Lillard on the show. Ninja Master Dwarven Forge Radiator Fund. Ninja Master with the $5 super chat.
With the belt of dwarven kind. Yeah, you guys remember this?
My apologies. With the pollen, I cannot breathe.
Modifier. You have advantage on charisma.
I have to take. All right, so this is for Adam Espinosa. I have nothing. I forgot shot glasses. I'm so upset at myself. All right, we're just going to swing out of the bottle. Swing it out of the bottle. This is for Adam Espinosa. Cheers to everybody. And then Ninja Master is on deck.
Oh, that's right. You guys tuned out. You guys tuned out. Yeah, we realized this at the end of the stream. Yes, at the top of the day, you have a 50% chance each day at dawn of growing a full, thick, if you're capable.
Oh my god, I love
beard,
it.
If you're capable of growing one, or a visibly thicker beard if you already have one.
You have a 50% chance of growing the beard? Can anybody repeat? Is that all there was? I feel like I missed something, maybe. What is this thing? What is this thing we're talking about? You have a 50% chance of growing a beard or a thicker beard if you already grow
If you
one.
aren't a dwarf, you gain the following additional benefits while wearing this belt. You have advantage on saving throws against poison, resistance against poison damage, dark vision up to 60 feet, and you can
Look at Talzin's
read
face.
in right dwarvish.
All right, Ninja, we're going to do another shot number 2 right now. We're just going to go hard.
I got one.
Here we go. Because I want to make room for this anyway. So, cheers. This one for Ninja Master. Ninja, how was work?
Do you guys have a problem?
The Pearl of Power. So cheers to Ninja Master with the super chat.
Unless you use another third spell.
It's the
slot,
belt. Okay, the
third
belt
level
was
spell.
did
And
what
I
was
figure
did.
you
Got a
guys all
roll
have better spells
for
than third
Frog's
level, but I
beard.
only have up to third level.
So
It's the belt of dwarves kind.
Powerful
Okay.
spell, which
Cheers,
is my third
Ninja
level.
Master with the $5 super chat.
And they do usually do a lot of damage with the third levels.
That's fine with me. I generally have enough spells. Slots.
You got that ring of protection, or you could have the beardy thing.
I think I'm gonna mix some of this
So
in
yes,
with
we
this
also
because
got
it's.
the
I
gold
want it to
leather
almost be
armor
like
plus 2, which I was originally thinking for
like a
myself,
powerful-
but then I realized I actually have decent
That's a lot.
leather armor that gives me spell
I want it to be like
so
a-
I'm good on leather armor.
like a whiskey Russian. I don't even know what you call it. What is a
Are
whiskey
you sure sorcerers can wear? I thought they could
with
wear robes.
Cloth and
a protein drink? Oh my god! I feel like it immediately curdled when I put it in. I don't know if it would even do that. I think the ice just
I can wear no armor.
made it curdle or something.
Somebody can use it.
What is this? Chocolate milk? This is this. I wanted energy, so I used this cafe latte premier protein shake
Do you have any armor?
and just mixed it with like 2 or 3 shots of 100 proof
This
Knob
would bring
Creek.
his,
So let's mix it up a little.
if you
I had it
if
filled
you
with
roll
ice,
this
so that's why it's so icy.
+3 to your AC. So that's not a bad combo.
Oh my god, that's so strong.
This will give you +1 your AC.
I feel like I put way too much in it.
Look at this set of leather armor right now.
Oh Jesus, and now I'm just throwing it all over the place, all over my phone, all over the floor.
What?
Would that give him a plus?
I'm just a
2
horrible
AC?
person.
Would that armor give him a plus 2?
Keep liking and subscribing, everybody, while Jay throws whiskey coke or coffee, whiskey coffee.
Studded leather.
That's why I said I wanted to make it like an Irish coffee. I think I put way too much whiskey in there. Good
Who wants
God.
the belt of dwarven kind?
That's strong.
Rob? What's your constitution?
Who wants the belt of dwarven kind? Who would like it? Put the Knob Creek over here so I can read.
Constitution up to a 20.
I want to grow up.
Duck fart. What is this? Chocolate milk? The duck fart is whiskey and Kahlua. Is that really? I don't think I ever heard of it. Whiskey
Yeah,
and
it's kinda
Kahlua.
true.
This is whiskey
I'm not gonna lie.
and
I mean,
Premier
there are
protein.
some very great aspects.
I put way too much. I think the perfect amount was when I first did it. I poured it in, and in my head I'm like, that was probably the perfect amount. So let me double it. That's what I thought in my head, and I did it.
Or does it like dissipate at the end of the day when you take it off?
I think that's our wonderful Matt
I'll
Mercer's
take it.
call.
We can
Yeah, I
hold it
think
until
so.
somebody
Our
asks.
wonderful Matt Mercer. The wonderful world
Who's gonna take the ring?
of Matt Mercer.
What's the ring do? Oh, the ring
Keyleth, I
gives you
think,
+2.
would like the ring.
It would
I
boost
would
you
just
in a-
like something to help my AC.
What's your AC?
15.
My God, where's burping going on all over the place?
It is now 15 with your new armor.
15. That's good. All right, you.
A whiskey and Kahlua. Duck fart. I kind of like it.
Feel bad.
Actually,
I wouldn't.
what I was saying
Scanlan?
earlier.
See, Premier Protein is also whey protein, I'm pretty sure.
The Iron Stone.
So I don't have to worry about
You would look really good.
lactose.
Well, that solves it.
Well, wait. I thought Grog
I've
was
heard-
taking the
Go
beer.
ahead, maybe you guys can switch out sometimes.
Somewhere I'm pretty sure it
It's a
says
belt.
this
We
is
can just. Oh, but we have to
not
combine
real
it to us.
protein.
No, you take it.
Like dairy
doesn't
protein.
wear armor either. He gets better
No
as
big
he
deal.
doesn't
There
wear
hasn't been
armor.
enough in time for this to actually have taken hold yet. Hasn't it?
You should keep that, I think. It gives you a
It
bonus
takes
to your dex.
the manual of quickness of action. It takes 48 hours worth of reading it.
Not yet.
So I'll have to wait. I'm starting.
We're gonna have to wait on that, yeah.
Like take a couple hours.
Gonna have to wait on that one.
But that means everybody
48
got
hours
right?
of reading. Did anybody ever answer my comment? Those of you now, I always forget to ask in the live stream. Could you teach somebody a language? Like without an item or anything? Could like if one of you knew a language and you wanted to teach somebody else in the group, is there like a rule like after 48 hours of dedicated learning you would learn this language? I'm just out of curiosity. Not that it would matter, because if anyone in our group could do it, then the whole group technically could do it, so to speak.
Yes.
But I'm just wondering if we ever split up, and we were just like, in case we ever split up, we want 2 people to know all this stuff.
Sorry.
The last-
I took that pill and you wanted it, huh?
Few times we've fought.
The pearl,
It's
yes,
a
I did want the pearl.
downtime thing,
What?
but you could do it.
This is a
It
head.
does what the
It's a
pearl
head
does,
item.
but times
What does it do?
You're
It allows you to if you cast a spell into it, up to level 3, you can do like 3 first level spells.
I mean, I'm sure the DM would be cool with it, but it'd take a while. I mean, I'm sure the DM would. All right, I did the same thing twice.
from the
That's what I kind of thought.
Spells is because I keep casting them out.
Like, as long as it was realistic, where, like, you actually took the time, like, I feel like it would make sense that you'd be able to, because, like, you're,
But it doesn't use
like, why wouldn't you be able to?
'cause you've already-
Like, you could, in real life, take the time and learn a language, so to me, it would make sense. And it would help in case, like I said, it's not probably ever going to come up, but in case you ever had to split up the parties and one of us needed to know a language we didn't,
So it gives me
I
an
don't know,
extra
it might
level-
work out.
level
I'm probably thinking
3
way too
slots?
much about it.
Essentially, if
But
you
it
were
might
to cast
work.
a level 3 spell into
This
Or you can cast
Chug,
like 3
let's see if she's out there. To the great Lauren, is Lauren watching? Lauren, if you're out there watching, you get this swig of whiskey. Whiskey, and I was gonna say we'll call it a duck fart, but honestly, I don't like that name, and it's not because it is a protein shake with Knob Creek. To the great Lauren, let's see if Lauren, if you're out there, cheers back and slap a like on this god dang video. Everybody like the video. We're almost to 25. We're almost halfway. We got an hour and a half left. We still got a whole hour and a half left. So cheers.
Well,
You're like me on jury duty.
you did silence me that time.
I had to.
I wanted to drink a lot of it so I could make Ruby push it around. Oh my god, it was so strong.
No,
Bah, 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 bah.
I was going to say you didn't turn me back into a mouse.
It was
You also
honestly, like, I put way
abandoned
too
the
much in
party
there.
in,
I thought it would be a
most dire
delicious
moments.
treat,
This is true.
and now I made it a
He did get
painful
the killing blow.
cry to the heavens.
That
So if
doesn't.
I just
Hello
if I-
all,
if I
thanks for the
abandon
shout
Lauren at
out.
the last minute and just
Lauren,
take the
now
last
you get a
shot, I
double
get all
swing,
credit.
because Lauren is actually
To be
there.
fair, Gnome, I
To
never
Lauren, Lauren is hard at work tonight, still working these late hours.
Situation.
Like everybody, give Lauren all of our positive energy.
Kept to my word.
to the
I did not
beautiful,
enter the
beautiful
premises.
Lauren.
Only until I needed to save everyone's life, which is exactly what I did.
I'm so sorry.
it's so
I missed
strong.
the last part
Lauren, I don't know if
because,
you saw it
my
before,
awesome hat was blocking
But I took a
it.
protein shake and then I dumped like a pile of Knob Creek into it, and it is
It's too
rough.
big. You're saying you shouldn't wear it. It's
We'll discuss soon.
it's not.
We'll
Corona's thing,
discuss
is it?
soon, everybody.
No, that.
Okay, back.
Yes, I have the Chlorosa hat.
And we still have your.
I have the
And it looks
Clarota hat.
wonderful on you.
You look like Merlin from Excalibur.
You guys have exited Gilmore's at this time.
Are we standing
Are we
on
still
the
at
street?
Gilmore's? That's what Travis asked. Imagine we were, I mean, we're probably not very
Essentially
far.
in the middle of the
But we
thoroughfare
spent
in Abadar's
the
Promenade
entire
in
last
Milan,
episode pretty
bickering
much
over the
wheeling and
items
dealing
you guys
at
have
Gilmore's, and
distributed
I loved
amongst
every
Well,
yourselves
I've got
on
a
Friday
beautiful pearl, so I'm happy.
As I covered my lovely belt.
I have a
Hey,
book.
Steve.
All right.
Are there any shady characters?
I keep forgetting Liam's on the screen. Is he not the darkest screen I've ever seen in my life?
Me?
You all would know.
Yes.
You know
Let's
everything
go,
that's ever
guys.
happened in my life. I think, like, he's just so in the shadows right now. Like, now I can see his face better.
Looking about, I mean, there are a few folks that walk by and give a strange eye to the, 7, nearly 8 foot tall Goliath, but nothing beyond what you're used to.
Oh, alright.
Yeah. As a note, guys, you do have about 2 days before the holy receptacle arrives. So if there's anything
The
you want to
holy
achieve
receptacle.
in that meantime, you're welcome to do so, or you could just.
Love a shopping episode. Why was it called shopping and shipping?
What?
So this is what? That's your neck.
I'm sorry, Percy. I was talking.
You're at 17.
He is a rogue. I know the episode was called shopping and
Right.
shipping.
What would you like to tinker?
What was the shipping part? Was
I would
it
like
the
to
shipping
try and
part about Vax and Gilmore?
build a couple
The only thing I
things.
could tie together was like the relationship between Vax and Gilmore,
Done.
if that is
Oh, no,
correct.
errors are on the list. I have. I wanted to start working on some sort of tasing implement for direct contact.
The
with
real
weapons. I have
answer?
nothing. I wanted
He
an
has no
electro charge
professional
weapon.
lighting.
He wants to make a Sami's glove.
None.
Okay.
There's that.
Liam, we're
I
talking
wanna-
Liam here.
I have a list of things. I want to.
Wheels
I've
turn
got,
into meth,
how
right?
many things can I start poking with in 2 days?
That glove, that's going to be like a week-long
That's a
endeavor.
week-long thing.
And like even the design phase will take you 2 days in acquiring materials.
Night vision
Possible.
Night vision.
Night vision,
into my current existing helmet.
a night vision element or a dark vision, as
Dark
you would put it. That would be more of an enchantment based.
Night vision.
There's no way I could try and pull that together out of.
Not via tinkering. The technological aspects are not, unfortunately, that advanced at this time. Like shades, probably. Could probably shade some sun, but actually looking in the dark, that's not
Like the video if you haven't. Anybody, if anybody's new in the chat, say what's up, and I will chug this drink and
I
die
want to put a slight
right before
dent,
your
a
eyes
slight
because it's arsenic.
in the barrel of bad news to get a ricochet shot, so that basically it allows me to when I shoot a bullet to also do 1d12 worth of damage to one target that's immediately adjacent.
There's a lot going on right now with Percy over here. I wish I had known it was going to get so in depth. I would have paid more attention. I knew what he was talking about, but I thought it was going to be like a quick little question. I didn't think it'd be like 5 minutes later of him explaining so much about
It's gonna
it.
be difficult to bad news because the sheer power and force that gun emits on its.
I'm assuming they make.
If I did it to one of the barrels of
It could do it. I'd say it would probably up your misfire rate by 1.
okay.
So consider that. It's doable, but in messing with the barrel, the chamber, and the trajectory. Of
Sorry, I got
there is
totally
that
distracted.
slight increase
Is
in
it?
possibility of it jamming or?
I'm pretty sure this exists, or I've seen it, or somebody's told me that they make a replica of Bad News that you could buy. Because now that like I'm getting more into this again, I'm probably gonna buy like all sorts
and
of
work on some arrows then. That's
like memorabilia, I guess you call it, props.
I go back into
I love me
Gilmore's
some
and
props.
I ask if either they or someone else that they know can make a
And
specific
Vox Machina
kind of
season
potion.
4.
Oh, I
Do we have
actually
any
All right. So the two of you walk
rumors
back
on the
there.
horizon of Vox Machina season 4?
Gilmore is still
What
in his
that's
desk.
gonna entail?
All right. I'm sorry. Was there something else you required?
I forgot to ask.
Gilmore. We
Hello,
never leave Gilmore.
You look particularly perky today.
I've had a rather good day, could say.
Particularly
I was
perky.
wondering if I could inquire about a specific kind of scrying potion that I would like made for me. It's a
Like the video,
specialty
everybody.
item
We're
that
almost
I don't
halfway.
believe
We are
exists.
5 likes away. We are 32 likes away. 32 likes away from bonus time. We still have an hour and a half left, give or take.
I smell.
I'm also going to hit the radiators. Who's ready to hit the radiators? I want to see Radiator Friends unite. When we have 3 or more Radiator Friends uniting, I will hit the Radiator.
While he looks around, or while he's
I'm looking
gone,
to have a good time tonight.
books on how
I don't think I have any
to
plans
start,
for later
like
at this
a
point.
potion making for dummies book.
The arcade is good. I'm relieved of that. I think Lauren is going to be very busy with
Gilmore,
work tonight.
When
I,
we get excited,
I'm probably just going to do some reactions and call it a day and
never
pass
mind.
out after
Anyway,
all this. So might as well just get
I'm
drunk
looking for a way
and all that
a
good stuff.
potion that I can maybe drink or use to help me sort of look in on a place that we've been to recently. I could maybe leave a mark of some sort.
I have
and
one.
then-
No one's yet
and
about.
use that mark to magically
Oh,
scry into that.
not yet. Legends of Vox Machina season 4. I know season 1
Contemplating
of animated Mighty Nine is in the works. What do you think's first? What do you think's gonna come first, Mighty Nine or season 4? I wouldn't be surprised if Mighty Nine hit first. That's number 2. I see Legend or Ninja Master.
I could probably.
Ninja Master, clever name I made. We need one more for Radiators to unite. We need a minimum of 3 Radiator Uniters. I'm expecting Colvin or Hollymack or somebody.
A warning.
Up, and there's Colvin. So, yeah, Radiators unite. While Gilmore
would be
has a
drinking this
discussion and
potion
talks
and
amongst everybody,
could affect me
Radiators
another way.
unite. I dip off screen just because
funny
I've
thing
heard
about
that
unproven
some
magic
live
is
streamers have been
it's
gotten taken down over this, so as silly as that might be,
I can give you
I'm going to go off screen, but you'll see me doing it clearly. Cheers, Radiators unite.
All right.
It's like the
And
same
how
rate as
much
a
would
condom.
such a potion cost me?
I would say for the research, the materials, and seeing as how you are indeed sponsored by Gilmore's Glorious Goods, at discounts, 300 gold.
Did I give away my ruby last time?
No, you still have it.
You did not.
Have it.
How much would this get me?
How much would this get me? I'm thinking Mighty Nine. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it would make more sense to hype up. Here's my thinking. From a business money standpoint, if you came out with Mighty Nine first, you could use Mighty Nine to hype the crap out of season 4.
Procure it. He can at least
And then
order
kind
it.
of lead one into the other. Whereas if you did season 4 first,
This is a fine.
you'd maybe get people hooked to Mighty Nine. Like you could promote Mighty Nine in season 4. But I feel like at that point, only the people that are already watching Vox Machina are going to see it.
First.
And I feel like you'd get more out of it if you promoted a new show first and then gave promotional things talking about Vox Machina Season 4 in that.
Do I sense that he's
Because then
lying?
people would be like, oh, did you hear Vox Machina Season 4 is coming out? Where did you hear about it? In the Mighty Nine. And then you're like, what's the Mighty Nine if you didn't hear about it? Whereas if you do it the other way around, I feel like you already got the ball rolling with that show.
He seems honest. He seems like he's looking to make a deal.
But I mean, it doesn't mean it's all business all the time. Even if I'm right and it's a
I
better
would
business
love
move,
a hefty amount.
doesn't mean they're going to do it that way. But I feel like that makes the most sense. Mighty Nine it,
I can provide
Season
for
4,
this,
Vox Machina.
fantastic
We could go
specimen.
like a 3-month break in between. I mean, if they do it right, they could space it just right where they have like one into another every year.
That would be lovely.
Season after season,
One day.
add a third show and a
one
fourth show, and we'll just
wonderful
get
day.
Critical
One
Role
day.
animated
One
shit
glorious day.
every
Runs your shoulder
minute
for a
of
second.
our lives for the rest of time.
I have
They have enough campaigns. If we're going into campaign 4, they have enough campaigns. They can literally do 4 shows
As he storms through the
all
meeting curtain, as he's
concurrently.
I'm sorry, this room is private.
Oh, everything's private, I guess. So
Titmouse tweeted they will be announcing news on Mighty Nine very soon. Very cool. Travis recently said Mighty Nine will be late this year or early 2026. Likely early 26 for Season 4 is a very
existing item
very early stages of its development. I hit the pipe earlier today, but I don't mean the smoking type. Oh, shit! But, that being said,
First off, the ring that we
I'm very
discussed
excited to see, and it seems like Mighty Nine is definitely going to be first.
1750.
I knew nothing, but it makes logical sense to do
Be
this.
interested still.
I know, I am the master
as
of
for
business and success.
Enchantment.
That's why I'm
is-
here right now, because I am the most successful genius you've ever seen.
Is a dangerous task that has a very high probability of ruining the enchantment. That
Yes, I think it was on Critical Role, Campaign 2, Episode 2, panel.
Such masters
or
are
one
here
before
exist in the
that.
world, but they are very, very dead.
Yeah, I think
Or
it was
very,
blah, 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 blah.
very hidden.
Noise. What are we referring to there?
However, if you wish to upgrade,
I
we are
think
more
it
than
was
happy to
on
oblige.
Campaign 2, Episode 2,
I,
panel.
the
I'm not. I don't know if I'm
It's
understanding
a
that correctly,
one
or if I've lost my freaking mind.
measure.
It's very possible I lost my
ordered
mind.
it by
What is
another measure. I don't know
Orion
how to
doing
phrase
down
this,
there?
So I wanted just to be.
Is it me, or is it also like the brightness is weird?
Right.
I feel like the last episode or two, the lighting
Perhaps
is
you could have one made.
very
It would take a few weeks. You
high,
could have one wait.
or it also could be the enhanced for critters just magnified the lighting, and therefore that's why it looks
I'd say
like
half
it's
the
a little
price now.
off. Something just looks off about the lighting, like it's way too bright on their end. So it could be the enhanced version.
6,500.
But they did say only a few episodes are done. However, it may be delayed due to the
6,500.
animator
It was,
strike.
3,250.
Oh,
down
gotcha.
now. The other half.
Clever.
the enchantment is
Campaign 2,
complete.
Episode 2. The animator strike, is that a thing going on right now? The animator strike? I don't know if I know this.
We threw it in, we tossed it in with the heels.
Or is it over already? Did it happen already?
Oh, chill.
I heard not of an animator strike.
I'm back.
Colleen, hello everyone. Colleen, to the great Colleen.
Right.
Raise your glasses.
Go ahead and
Colleen,
roll
when
that
she
escape.
enters the room, she immediately gets a cheers and a shot. Colleen, I dumped way too much Knobs Creek
18.
Knob Creek in this.
Alright.
The great
Asking around,
100
visiting
proof,
employees and kind of
9-year
checking around.
age.
There are
I
a few
mixed it
books
with
on,
a caffeine
herbalism,
protein shake,
how
like a
to,
silly Billy.
find
So
and
to
obtain
Colleen, we're going to take a hearty
elements of
swig
various
of
things
this.
found in nature.
Colleen, I am,
Also, there are
I
some,
think, 4
there's some
episodes
bits of
away from
information
finishing
about how to
Toriko.
extract,
I have a couple more I could post
materials
because I think I
from
got like a
natural
month ahead,
products, meaning,
but I am like
monsters,
very close to completing
beasts
Toriko,
of
the
natural
series.
and
If you guys are into
natural,
Toriko,
how to
Colleen is
remove and
responsible
preserve
for that
sacred
amazing
elements
show.
from their organs
So
and things
many
that we use
episodes,
in
and we're
various
about to
alchemical
finish.
compounds and
150
formulations.
episodes almost.
There are
Cheers
books
to Colleen.
specifically in the process of brewing, but that is one of the key components to it, is being able to acquire those elements.
So I take those books.
Blah, blah, blah.
How much are those books?
Well, it's a single book that contains.
I think it. I feel like it mixed pretty good. I think it mixed a little better. It's still kind of strong. Not kind of. It is strong.
So I take that book. How much is that book?
2 books.
How is life, Colleen? How's everything going?
You inquire with the employees.
They are negative. They're neglecting their contracts. No, why are the animators striking? They're neglecting their contracts. I'm not hearing about any strikes. I know I'm excited. Figured we could finish Gravity Falls next or start Amphibia. Amphibia? I don't know if I know that one. Gravity Falls is great. Let me check out Amphibia. I'll do an episode or so. I'll do a couple. I'll see. I'll get a feel for it if that's cool. I'll get Amphibia, I'll do an episode or so, and see if it's good. Maybe we'll do both, Colleen, if I like it. Because honestly, I'm curious now. I don't know if I've heard of this Amphibia you speak of. But Gravity Falls, in all honesty, I'm very much looking forward to finishing that, too. Because my sister Jessie is quite a fan. I've known a lot of people that are big fans of Gravity Falls. And I feel like that'll be a winner on Patreon. I feel like that falls into the realm of like Steven Universe and all that. I feel like that'll be a good pick.
I see. Go ahead and make an investigation.
Yeah, I feel like the next batch, I think I had 4 left. I think I left it where I could do the final 4 episodes in a row of Toriko. And I have not done it yet. Busy. I'm up like 4 cakes. I'm up to like 4 cakes a week. It's going well. I'm very happy to see it's working out. How many cakes could you do in a week, Colin? If you pushed it to the limit, how many cakes do you think you could crank out without feeling like you are going to die from too much cake? But no, you don't want too much cake. I mean, there is such a thing as too much cake.
You find it's a dwarven woman by the name of Karen, and they send you to her facility, and it's a very, very small, almost a hovel. But when
I have no context for that, and I'm intrigued.
almost like a
Clever's like,
chemicals that are used,
what?
When you're folding
busy, up to 4 cakes a week. What could that ever mean? I'm gonna leave it up to Colleen. Yes, I love cake. I mean, if it's cheesecake
very sturdy, muscular
or ice cream cake, I've never been a huge fan of cake otherwise. But cheesecake or ice cream cake, we were literally, me and Lauren were talking about this the other day. How I'm not a big fan of pastries in general. Anything like, I'm the worst person to take to a bakery. We'll go to bakeries and everyone will be like, oh, I want a brownie and I want this and a cookie or something. I'm not like a big fan of like hot, delicious sweets. I like super sugary things. I usually like it ice cold, hence the ice cream cake. Cheesecake I find quite delectable, but it also is usually served cold.
Let me just finish. She kind of gives you a nod and then goes back into her mode for a second, and she makes you wait for a good 6 minutes while she finishes hammering out this piece, turning and rotating on the edge of the anvil.
Salted caramel cheesecake. Cheesecake is my favorite cake. Cheesecake. I think I only like ice cream cake better because I just like icy cold goodness. And cheesecake, I mean, you could freeze it. But cheesecake is delicious. Cheesecake is like creamy, amazing. It's almost like a luxury item.
Oh, sorry for the wait. So
ice cream cake, I feel like is just like, you could have ice cream and it'll probably give you the same sensation, but you get the crumbs, you get like the chocolate crumbles with the icing and the top and everything. Everything just works together so well in an ice cream cake. And I love that it's icy cold. If it was like a melted lump of crap, I don't want it.
Would you mind stepping outside for a moment? Get some fresh air?
Deep fried ice cream is also nice.
From extremely welcoming.
Pizza has deep fried cheesecake. I don't know if I had that. I've had deep fried ice cream. Deep fried ice cream is good. If you have everything like that, you need that fresh. You need that like fresh. You can't just have somebody that doesn't know what they're doing make it or like leave it sitting. Because we used to do it at the arcade, and people would like play a game too long and then come have it and be like a weird mess. So like it's almost like one of those things like you need to like almost like hibachi. You got to be front and center and experience it and eat it immediately after it is thrown in your face. That's how I feel.
Now she walks out
about deep fried ice cream.
She kind of reaches over and grabs a short sword and just keeps it at her side.
No need for that, darling. Trinket.
Your armored bear comes looming around the corner.
Armored
at which point
bear.
she kind of goes for the sword.
It is quite tasty.
Take a go.
Deep fried. Oh, the deep fried cheesecake. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. Maybe down the shore. Maybe down the shore or something. I feel like I've seen this, but
Trinket, of course, leans forward.
I'm not.
Licks the side of her face, cleaning off some of the grease stain on her side of her cheek.
100%. Like I said, the arcade has had deep fried ice cream, and I've seen that down the shore. Deep fried Oreos is a big thing.
Trinket, is it?
Yes.
Deep fried Oreos at the arcade was a big deal.
He likes you.
I remember the owner of the arcade would every week do their own. We would do our own Oreos. It wasn't like something we bought. He would actually batter and deep fry Oreo cookies. And then he would make like a couple hundred every week, and we would sell out every week. He would do like 100 or 2 every week, deep fried Oreos. They were amazingly delicious, and they were our own battered. We just would buy boxes of Oreos, and he would just like every week make hundreds of them, and they sold so much. And then we just stopped doing them. I think he said it like took too much time, and by the time you did it all, it like wasn't worth the turnaround on price.
From it. And it is like big.
We started doing what we call wiffles, where they're deep fried waffles with ice cream in it, and pretty much like people just started ordering that all the time. The deep fried Oreos apparently just took a while, and were
What manner of creature did this come from?
a hassle
very
to
large
do.
one, actually. A bull.
Bullet.
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 That one.
Oh, I haven't seen one of those found itself to the surface in quite some time.
It wasn't on the surface. We're a bit of adventurers, if you want to know.
Look at her face. I love it. The eyebrows are intense. Laura does a great Vex'ahlia eyebrow raise. I know why they do it now. In the animated show, they often really focus in on the eyebrow of Vex.
Actually, yes, I have heard of you. When's this Chris Festival?
There might
Not long ago.
have been deep fried cheesecake at the Ren Fair. Maybe that's where I saw it. Michael might be right. I feel like I've definitely seen it somewhere, and I don't know where it would have
It's a
been.
pleasure to have you.
I made mini cheesecakes for a birthday last week that turned out nice. While cheesecake, raspberry, lemon, blueberry, and orange creamsicle.
Oh, there's enough here to read you
Oh,
most of
white
them, but
chocolate.
perhaps
I was like,
not-
wild chocolate.
I could
White
minimize
chocolate.
spatial use
Oh my
of it
god.
and possibly get most of the main.
So there's a
things
lot
gathered.
of variety we
I
got.
could work with this.
I don't know. I would go with white. I don't know if they all sound good.
I don't.
I was gonna say I kind of have a.
It is around
I was like leaning towards orange sickle, but then I'm like I do
Oh,
love me
it's
some
2 days
berries
enough.
and white chocolate. I do prefer white chocolate. Dream, orange creamsicle, cheesecake.
Sleep at that rate.
Understandable.
I feel like that's my go-to. The other day we
how
actually
much
got
is it
orange
not?
Well, you're
creamsicle
providing the materials. That definitely cuts
beer.
the cost
I think it was orange creamsicle beer,
And
and it was
we
very
will
much like
send
Stewart's root beer.
Many,
But Stewart's
many
root beer
customers are
orange
aware.
creamsicle drink
Can I put
is
the
very
pressure
much
on?
like that.
Of course.
But it was delicious. So now orange creamsicle is in my head. That's why I kind of lean that way too. I would probably normally though, if I had to pick one,
500 gold suffice.
I feel like white chocolate raspberry
How about 450?
might be my go-to because I do love me some raspberries, and the white chocolate with the raspberries kind of selling it for me.
Must you dicker?
I think I'd go with that. But orange creamsicle, they all sound amazing. Blueberry, I mean, because blueberry's a berry too, obviously. I feel like they all work together so well.
She looks you over for a second.
But
looks at the
either
material,
way-
and you can see in her eyes, this is kind of
All are probably a winner.
interest
Colleen,
in working
send
with
me
this material.
5
It's
of
just,
everything.
You know, never right touched or worked.
450.
Deal.
I love it.
See you in a few days.
Spit shakes.
2 days.
2 days. All right, she leans down, picks up. It is heavy material, like for the most
2
part. carrying
days.
it
I
around
love
is
we
his
did the
job.
spit
The
shake.
bag of holding. She lifts it over one shoulder, heads right into the workshop.
Thank you, Karen.
Stops for a second, turns out. Do you mind if I take that armor in the meantime? I figured I could use that as a
Oh,
base
of course,
pattern.
yeah. We use it together. A
Have it
trinket.
All right,
Gonna take
Karen.
15 minutes. She helps take the armor off. She lead all into the shop, and then she goes, "All right."
She's one of the good
Yes.
ones. She is
Closes
one
the
of the
door.
good ones.
Yeah.
We make a spit shake. I love that they also, yet again, they let Vex do the dealings because she is the one
Hi,
to do
you're
so.
back. All right, shall we start adventuring then?
Where? There's 2 days to hang out.
Oh, we're not leaving yet?
No.
I was mostly
I'll say,
spacing out
Is there anything
last
else you guys
time.
want to achieve in these next 2 days? You're welcome to do it now, or we could go ahead and say you relax
Fast
and
forward?
take time and fast forward to the 2 day
I'll
period.
do my tinkering rolls and then I'm good.
All right. So first, you wanted to work on
An experiment gone right. I was craving something orange. It had nothing to do one weekend, and after a few attempts, I got something I was very happy with. Sounds amazing.
All right.
Yeah, the orange creamsicle. We've been getting these.
Batman?
It's called I think it's like frog cycling or something like that. Lauren will get these drinks that are like THC is in them, and it is like
I made.
I feel like I'm trying to think of exactly what it is, but there was a creamsicle one, and it was delicious. And you have like one or two of those, and I would mix it with my whiskey. I was mixing with the Knob Creek. But the orange creamsicle one was delicious. We have it at the arcade. We, for the longest time, have had orange soda at the arcade. So that's what I think of. If we take like vanilla ice cream or something like that at the arcade, and I will make like a float with the orange soda. It is so delicious. I'm thinking of it right now, and it's making me want 10 of them. Pizza Land has fried Oreos, fried dough, fried cheesecake, and churros. So the fried Oreos, do you make your own, Ninja? Because I'm pretty sure at that point they might have already made deep fried Oreos, and we just made our own because it was cheaper than buying them or easier than buying them. I don't know. All I know is we made our own deep fried Oreos. Do you guys do your own, or is it something that you actually purchase now like that?
As opposed to an actual arrow.
Because I never actually knew for sure. So there's a very strong chance that he did it himself because he had no choice. I just thought he took the idea and was like, it's cheaper to just buy the box of Oreos and do it this way.
Thick metal rod. From there, you create the grappling.
But the churro one, I don't think I've heard of the churro one, and that sounds amazing. I'm a big fan of churros. I don't know if I think the churro thing is because I took a bunch of trips to Disney World and Land as a child, and I remember my dad would always get me churros. And in my head, I thought you could only get a churro at Disney World or Disneyland, like whatever. But in my head, I thought like this is something. This is only from there because I only remember getting them every time we would go on vacation. So part of me would be like, oh my god, I have to get a churro when I'm in Disney, because if I don't, like, I don't know when I'll ever be here again, and there's no way we could ever get it again. Then I realized they're like all over the place. You can get them pretty much anywhere. They're a carnival food, so to speak, but
springing from the arrow point.
A deep fried one I've never seen before.
A little more time than you anticipated with it. Go ahead and make a final roll.
Anime.
I'm going to inspire.
Girl thighs is the orange creamsicle flavor. That's right, Michael. I was going to say I do remember creamsicle from something else. So there is a flavor. We make them at first. Now we buy them. Let's clean up for the fryer. So maybe it was a thing that people did. Because if you made them at one time.
Please do it well.
We're singing Living on a Prayer.
And you'll tinker, I swear.
Tinker, I swear.
Please do it well.
Oh my god, please do it well.
Tinkering on a prayer.
There we go.
Tinkering on
That'll be the full D10.
a prayer. So at what point do they get in trouble? At what point does Critical Role get in trouble for singing along with all these songs? Because I know they do get flagged for some reason. Because at a point we are no longer allowed to sing. If you can make funnel cake, you can make churros. Funnel cake, the funny thing, the arcade used to have a famous funnel cake, and all it was we would buy pre-made funnel cakes. They were the size of a plate, like a good hefty plate. They were made in these perfectly circular, frozen things, and they would ship them to us. And when I first started there, like 25 years ago, there was like this truck that would come around and they would just do like frozen funnel cakes, and we'd drop them in the fryer, and for $3 you would get like the biggest funnel cake you ever saw, and it was amazing. And then all of a sudden they just stopped doing it, and I'm sure they're still at like Restaurant Depot or something, but they're probably like way more money now. It was just like a ridiculous deal we would get. So we ended up just doing funnel cakes for the longest time, and then one day it just stopped and the guy no longer came around. And that was the end of the arcade funnel cake. Oh, we're gonna have to cheers. Did I spill this on myself? Cheers. Who is up? Who is up? Is there somebody we should cheers to? Michael, was there a reason to cheers? I did a shout out to Lauren and Ninja Master and Adam Espinosa.
Apologize.
And apologize.
I feel like there was somebody I was supposed to take a shot for. Did we have any reasons this week? Celebrations or losses in Hollywood?
The treachery demon, not but 8 months.
I'm going to take a swig as soon as we find out if there's a reason. If not, we're just going to pick a random person to salute.
It's a very solemn experience, and there's a part of you that just feels internally cold, both returning there and because of your strangely fractured connection with Saren Ray since you delved into the Underdark and kind of
tapped into your darker side since traveling abroad on the ship.
Look at Sam.
You take approximately 6
Sam is like
hours in
towering
each day to
over
go
everybody
inside
right now
prayer
with his
and reach out to her.
laughter.
I will say,
Coco.
go ahead and make a wisdom check.
Coco is like sitting up in the bed, and when I say her name, she like her ears go like plink. Green Day got a star on the Walk of Fame. Really, did
At the
they?
end of your second 6
Loss
hour
of my
period
sanity,
of
but nothing else comes up.
intense
Green Day got a star on the Walk of Fame. That was
sweat pouring
today?
Down your body. The room itself is pretty cold, but for some reason
It
your
was,
body
what was it?
growing
I
more
mean,
and more
well, it
intense
could have been
and
this week, I guess.
Uh,
Ruth
you
Buzzy
feel yourself
from
internalizing
Laughing
all
passed
of
away
the
yesterday.
steps that you've
Ruth
gone
Buzzy.
through over these past 6-7
May
months.
the 4th is Sunday. May
Trying
the
to
4th
find
is
your
Sunday.
path,
Maybe we'll have to do
discovering
that.
yourself, what you have
I have to look up who
yourself,
Ruth
your
Buzzy
faith,
is.
the faith that you once did.
Who is
And explaining
Ruth
to her that
Buzzy?
your love never left,
I know
and that
Laughing.
This was all with the ultimate purpose of achieving her ultimate purpose as her instrument, and you wish not
Ruth
to cross that again.
Buzzy.
And if there's any
Oh,
way
I think I do
to
know
redeem
this
yourself,
face.
Let it be known to you. At the end of that period of time,
She looks familiar
you
enough.
feel
She looks familiar
since
enough.
you've
Laughing,
lost that connection
Freaky
under
Friday. Oh, we're
that
talking
thread
old ass
reconnect.
shit.
The warmth
We're
fills
talking
you,
old
and
ass
your
shit.
sweat
Yeah,
stops
Ruth Buzzy.
as
All
your
right, Ruth
entire
Buzzy,
body
everybody.
seems to be humming
With an
energy
eye.
for a brief second in your
Not
face.
not a Y.
In
Holly
your
Mack,
eyes,
you
in your
have
vision, you can
dishonored
see
her
the
death
beautiful
right now.
gold
I'm just
gleaming
joking.
fire
But you
wreath head
did.
of Saren Ray
But you
smiling
didn't.
at
I'm just
you as she
joking.
reaches down and
To
touches
Ruth
his
Buzzy,
hand.
everybody, we're going to take a hearty swig from Laughing. I recognize her. I definitely do recognize her. So, to the great Ruth Buzzy. And after this, we'll do to the May to the 4th. And then there's also Cinco de Mayo. We're going to miss May the 4th and Cinco de Mayo. But cheers to the great Ruth Buzzy.
That were in their silent, muttering prayer have gone quiet, and they're both staring at you with a look of like, what just happened?
Ooh.
You look
That
over
is
your holy
still
symbol, and that one
ridiculously
giant six-sided
strong.
crack has resealed itself.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. We did it. We did it.
Man, that was
We
my
got
new special
one.
Celtic die that whoever sent this to me.
And it was off the Celtic die. What do you guys say? What is the proper way? Is it Celtic or Celtic? What is the right way?
Cultural gnome thing, right? Yeah.
Because it is the same as the Boston Celtics. No one says the Boston Celtics.
To start things off,
But it is
then,
also
how was
spelled
Liam's foot?
the same way if it's
I'm
Celtic,
so
I
sorry.
believe.
Who's this Liam?
I'm
As Celtic.
so proud of
And I don't know.
myself.
What is right? What is right and what is wrong? Celtic or Celtic?
As you step out,
Or are both right? Maybe both are right. Like the video if you like our
as you
discussion.
step out of the central
of
chamber
Celtic
of
and
Temple of
Celtic.
Saren Ray, Vax has been waiting there for a while. Wanted to actually ask for your aid in this.
I had it spelled
as you
correctly,
see her-
and then
her step out
autocorrect
of the main chamber,
struck
Vax,
big
she has a look
time.
of serenity
But
in her
that's a
face you haven't
whole
seen in
different
quite some
section of
time.
internet stuff. I would say, oh, Holly Mac. I
This
believe you,
moment,
Holly Mac.
should I take my
I
shoe
believe
off?
you.
Beth?
Damn autocorrect.
Don't do
I
it.
believe
Don't
Holly
do
Mac
it. Here, just sit on this rock.
is being
okay?
honest and that it was autocorrect.
Take off your shoes.
You seem like the type to be
I'm safe.
very accurate about
He does.
that kind of stuff. I'm the same way. So I believe that Holly Mac
No.
is telling the truth.
And so
There is no judge or jury needed.
It's still, you know, it feels
Celtic
strong,
is
but
how
it-
I say
you know,
it.
itches.
The team, I say
How
Celtics.
should I say it? It
That's how I
hurts.
understand it.
Still,
Old
perhaps
stuff,
maybe
hard
you could do
C,
it one
new
more
stuff,
time.
soft
Say,
C.
You seem to have a bit of a glow
Ah,
all
is that how it
around.
goes? I say it was the best hard C because it's
30
close
seconds.
to
As you're
Gaelic.
saying this, and you're kind of stuttering.
I say it
out,
with the hard C
she kinda
because
goes
it's
into
close
a
to
singular
Gaelic.
trance, clutches her
Yeah,
holy
see, I
symbol
never
with one
really
hand,
knew
reaches
what the
out and
proper
grabs her
thing to
foot
say,
with
and
the other.
I'm
Her
50%
hand
Irish.
almost burns
I'm
as you
half
touch.
Italian, half
Something
Irish.
you instinctively
We
pull
celebrate
back on, but her
all
grip
the Irish
is like an
holidays,
iron
which is
vice,
St.
and
Patrick's
you
Day,
cannot
pretty much.
release
I mean,
yourself
there's
from
other
it.
things too.
And as
but
she just intensely focuses
we
forward,
are
you can see this glowing
always
divine energy
celebrating
transfer
Irish
from down your
things,
forearm
and
into your foot.
I never really
Fear
knew.
reaches you suddenly because you don't understand the divine, and though you've seen some crazy things, this is a little worrying. You've seen some shit. I want you to go ahead and
You've
make a
seen
medicine
some
roll
shit.
with advantage.
You,
Feels
my
like
friend,
icy
have
hot.
seen some shit.
Ye old ice.
Scent of Vicks Vapor Rub hits
I'm
your
trying to
system.
say, the half is 135.
That's a lot better.
135.
24.
24.
Okay, so I'm
As she
right.
releases her
I just wanted to make
grip on
sure
you,
my
the
my
energy
math
fades,
was
her
right about the
eyes
time.
tend to come back
So we
into
got a
natural,
good,
soft,
we got about an hour left, everybody. About an hour
image
left
you're used to,
of this
and looking at
episode.
your foot, you can see
If we hit the
any
50 likes,
noticeable sign of scar
we are
and
halfway there
damage
almost.
is
We are
completely gone. Your foot
20
is whole, intact.
8 away.
And,
That was a game.
and your nails have been painted
Oh.
red.
Hey, and you know What? It doesn't smell as bad.
I say it with the heart. Oh, I already read that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Your
It
sister's
doesn't even smell bad
face.
anymore, so thank you.
Well, not so fast.
Percy.
Yes.
You want? Wait, how many?
My
You have time
lord.
to attempt 3 arrows.
I'm going to try for 3 exploding arrows. And I've built one before.
Yes, you have. I know, and I'm keeping that in mind.
Thank you.
Materials per arrow will cost you 50 gold.
I'll
another
give it to
150
you.
gold? All right.
So 150 gold for materials. You have your goggles
at
I
on.
won't even
Laura's
haggle with you,
face.
Percy. I'll just give it to you. I mean,
Hey.
well, you know. You
I'm
know.
not gonna haggle. I'm just gonna give
I
it to
certainly
you.
do. I know exactly what you mean.
Yes.
No.
That's going a bit beyond winking.
Oh, but I mean, knowing what we
coming
know,
off
I
the
didn't even
high
think about that. Oh my
Coming off the high
god.
point,
Knowing
you
what
grab
we
one
know
arrow.
now,
You sit down. You're alone in the middle of your
that
workshop.
is
It's hot in
interesting.
there, it's
That is an
subterranean,
interesting
you
choice
have
of
the
words,
glow of
knowing
your-
what we know
your
now.
Candlelight around you. You have your goggles
Percy,
on.
I'm gonna
your
give it to
black
you.
Leather gloves on, and you're just
Vex
tinkering
foreshadowing
with
is
the
very,
delivery method of
very
these
accurate
small,
right there.
concussive arrows. Go make your first roll.
Concussive.
18.
18. With deftness, you rapidly complete the first arrow, wrapping up the powder charge, the impact point, and the arrow itself weighted to be fair and balanced.
But
to
not
the
something to cheers
long from your
about.
Longbow. Make your second roll.
Like Fox.
Not something to cheers about.
15. Second arrow.
Did anybody
It's a
see
little longer,
basketball
but you
this
still managed
week?
to keep the flow
The
going.
Boston
Completed
Celtics
fine.
have made it
Third
through
and
the
final
first
roll.
round, 4-1 in the series.
Natural 20.
Did it with ease, natural 20. See, that's what I'm talking about. Talked about the Boston Celtics.
Not only did you
Great
complete
things
this in record
happen.
time,
Natural
but
20.
the arrow itself.
But yeah, the
looked
Boston Celtics
beautiful. It could be
passed the first
it could be
round.
A display case.
I think the
item.
New York Knicks play tonight.
Does it do extra damage?
Or did the Knicks play last night?
But I,
Do I have to
Knicks.
specify?
but I would mark that arrow separately.
Oh, the Knicks won. The Knicks won last night. The Knicks went through. Highly controversial because they got their third win on a huge foul. Go look it up. I think we were talking about it last week. But the New York Knicks, huge foul,
Exploding arrow.
got away with it.
Come here,
Won
you
game
bastard.
4? I think that was game
Everybody
4.
in this game. I'm like,
Yeah, it was game
I've already
4.
made my way through siblings. This
And
is-
then the world collapsed around them forever and ever
Oh, you've been to that party before.
till death do us part.
Well, thank you.
The Pacers beat my Bucks. Yeah, the Bucks are out. The
All right, any other
Celtics
business you guys wish to?
took out the Pistons. I mean, not the Pistons.
There are many taverns. The one
The
you know the
Magic.
best is the Laughing Lamia.
The
which
Celtics
you
took
guys
out the
previously
Magic.
stayed
The
at.
Knicks took
Would
out the
you use one?
Pistons.
It's pretty large.
So we're getting down to the last couple teams. I know the Celtics don't play again till Monday. The Celtics closed out Wednesday.
I want to know if
It was either
anyone has
Tuesday
seen
or Wednesday
any
the Celtics
Goliaths
closed out. I think it was
wandering
Tuesday
around
night.
these parts.
And they don't play again till Monday. They get like a whole week's rest on us. I hate that. I don't like getting that long a rest. I feel like that's a detriment to teams that are
There are two
on a
ways you can go with
roll.
this grog.
Too much rest time. You get sloppy. Don't let me rest too long. I'll put on 50 pounds and drink every day. That's what happens. You get sloppy. Sloppy leads to sloppy horror. Because in your head you're thinking, when this is all over, I'm gonna have to crack down and be super strict.
you, Grog.
And then you're like, let me take full advantage of every moment. I'll eat, drink, and be the silliest person
Yeah, you
on
are.
earth. And
I got a 4.
that's what happens. That's what happens when you are extreme. Extreme.
This is
You?
I grew up
Extreme,
giant
everybody.
pubic mane from the belt.
The
enchanted merkin plus 2.
You gotta check your balance dice, man.
All right, so as you burst in and shout this to the group, everyone kind of stops and turns and looks,
all right.
and then goes right back to
I
the
know
original
Shaq
conversation.
almost
There
shit
appears
on
to be
himself.
No immediate reaction.
Can I jump up? I jump
About
up
that?
On the table
What are we
and I say,
talking about?
Listen,
the
you
foul?
motherfuckers! My friend just asked you a fucking question. Now fucking answer him.
Are you talking
or I'm
about
gonna kill every
the
last
foul,
motherfucker
Clever?
one of you.
Because I saw like a bunch of interviews with Shaq and like Charles Barkley, where Shaq was like very animated about the whole foul thing.
That would be a
30.
yes, 28. I
28.
28.
You
28.
lying son of a bitch. 28 is still pretty
So,
good.
in an unseen display, the Goliath storms into the bar and makes no impact, yet the tiniest gnome jumps onto the table like a ravenous wolverine, frothing at the mouth, his
love
wild
it.
eyes staring about the dark interior of the Laughing Lamia. All the patrons at the table around
The
him, you can
Laughing
see,
Lamia is a great
leaning
name.
back in fear, caught off guard by this entirely. One man holding a drink just drops it and you hear it shatter on the ground. Everyone gets quiet again, but stays quiet. Even the small band playing in the far corner, you hear like discordant sound as all instruments break to a halt. The
It
dancer
was
stops.
some
The whole room is
interview
dead silent.
where he had to
At which
jump
point,
up and run to the
a
bathroom. I
nearby,
don't watch
halfling you
basketball.
see is kind of
I know
unchecked.
Shaq almost shit.
A former
Oh,
tan
in
fella
real
looks up at you
life.
with,
In real life, he almost shit himself. I did not see that.
no.
There was an interview I saw where Shaq was freaking out. I think he meant like
Thank you.
almost shit himself, like
Your
freaking out, like
forthrightness
almost shit
and
yourself.
honesty.
No, like
at which
legitimately
point a hand
almost shit
taps your
himself.
shoulder.
Different.
You,
Did not see
look
that.
over, and there's a human there, bearded, older man in his 40s. His hair trimmed very, very short, kind of crew cut almost. He's wearing what looks like a
The
patchwork
bearded elder man
chainmail,
in his
almost like mostly leather,
40s.
but there's a lot of chunks of scales around it, and he looks scarred and weathered, and he's.
I've travelled this land quite a bit, and I've heard the roving bands of Goliaths have been attacking folks up north in the trade routes. I haven't seen any near Amon, but where occasionally you'd hear of the
Coco is just
mountain
sprawled
folks
out
staying
like
up
a
north. It
crazy.
appears they're getting brazen and wandering southward.
Oh, I hear loudness.
A friend of mine that had an encounter once, lost half his travelling crew.
I hear
Had to bury
loudness.
him that way. So,
Sounds awful. You said up north. How far?
just on the Silvercoat runway,
Oh.
way south of Craghammer, on the way to Western.
All right. Anything else?
Everyone's
you need
on the
to know?
move. Everyone's on the move.
No, killer.
Thank you for your troubles. Here, let me buy you a drink.
Thank you for your troubles.
And he goes over and sees the bar.
Ding,
Goldie gets
ding.
his ale. And, you know, I've always shat on gnomes, but today, I think you've represented them well.
You, my friend, have good taste.
I love it. I love it. Adorable.
That was awesome.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
All right.
I
So,
dig it. I'm into it. I concur that everything we saw is
Grow a beard tomorrow morning.
perfect. Grow a beard.
Okay.
I am.
All right. So,
Oh, I was like, I was making sure
let's say
everything
over
was
the period
right.
of 2 days go by. Grog, what's the percentage?
Give
on
me
your,
2 seconds while I
50%
find
chance.
my
Go ahead
life.
and roll a
we
percentile
go.
dice.
Oh, we've never done one of
I
those.
wanted to make
before.
sure
Nice.
20.
everything was going
it's
smooth
like
with the
percentage.
live
It's
stream,
10
and I was
siders.
on the
There should
wrong
be one
thing.
that has
All right,
double
there we
digits and
go.
one that
That
has
makes more
single.
sense. I'm like, what is happening?
Or you can just do
Both of them?
No, just one.
Just
Just
one.
one?
He legit was prairie dogging live.
16, then roll another.
Prairie dogging live. It was some interview.
100. That's a
Oh,
100.
yeah, I already read that. Yeah, I did not see this one. I definitely got to check this out.
So you rolled a
Was
six.
it recent, Clever, or was this
Alright,
like
so
a while
Over the
ago?
period of the next
The
morning, you
Shaq
wake
thing.
up, excited and check, smooth as a baby's bum.
I know Shaq. I was literally having this conversation the other day because of the playoffs. I was having a conversation the other day where I'm
early in
like,
the morning, that
I feel
morning
like
he's finishing
Shaq
breakfast.
is getting older to the
There
point
is
where a lot of what
a
he says
messenger
doesn't
comes
make
to
a whole lot of
present
sense
Grace will
anymore.
keep, deliveries
And then I saw this thing
summons
with the
to
fouls in the
Council of
playoffs, and he was
Tal'dorei.
freaking out like a
Advise
nut.
you that the
And I was
path
like,
is
I
right.
think Shaq
Very, very
has hit the age.
quick,
I love Shaq. I grew up
to-the-point
with Shaq.
words, not very
But I'm like, I
verbose,
think
kind of the idea of
Shaq's
keeping it vague,
gotta
but you know what it means.
Do you think it's the
send it in. Send it in. I think Shaq is done. I think Shaq needs to go retire. The dude's got to be like,
Well,
what,
should we go?
nearing 60? I mean, not that that means it's all over at 60, but I feel like he needs to go rest. The dude has been 8 feet tall and weighed like 400 pounds for his entire life. He's very tired.
Is Luria, is she here or not?
I know he's not nearly the dimensions I just said, but
Wait, and did she have
one might think so.
No, she was just herself.
It's just herself?
She runs it herself.
It was probably more accurately a beaver popping out of the dam just the other day. Then I'll definitely check it out. I was gonna say, is it gonna be something that's hard to find?
It's a potion
Who
that's
wants this next cheers?
when
We're almost halfway
combined
there.
with-
I see
when
21 likes on the
consumed,
board. 21
can
likes on the
allow me to
board.
leave a mark
50
of
likes to
some
hit
sort.
bonus time. Anybody new in the chat? Is Marion Ravenwood out there? Do we have Marion? Neil, are you still out there?
the area.
I see Bad Cat Zero. It was
Mechanics of which
Valberg
I
a few.
would not like to get into.
Valberg a few days ago in Sweden, which is a holiday
Curious
where we
endeavor.
get drunk and look at big fires. Cat Zero, I did not see you before. Cat Zero, if you're still here, because you are new in the chat. I don't know if that's somebody else or on a different account or a new person, but you said a comment, and I didn't even see it until now. So to Cat Zero, we're taking a big mighty swig of this whiskey drink. Cheers to Cat Zero.
Terrified at the assumption that I would sink so low as to spy on my good friend and future wife, Pike.
And future wife.
When her pantaloons are down.
He's at least 6 foot. Shaq is... What does that say? I can't read. Oh, 53. I don't know what that... Oh, 53 years old. Damn. Neil, never mind. Never mind, Neil. Shaq is 53. I thought Shaq might be like in deep into his 60s. Damn, that makes me feel older. Shaq's only 10 years older than me. I feel like, oh my god, I feel old now. Literally, I'm saying Shaq, I think, needs to retire. Shaq is 10 years older than me. Tell me Shaq doesn't look like an old man sometimes. Do I look like an old man? Oh my god, am I an old man? Am I an old man, everybody? That is, I mean, I'm joking, but that is pretty funny.
Got it. Great.
I don't know why. I thought Shaq was like into his 60s already.
And indeed, the armor is completed.
He could like
interesting. It
be my older brother.
It look like a roly-poly almost.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's these overlaid
But
giant
Neil,
gray scales
I was just
that
seeing if you were
overlap in
still
an
there.
armored section.
I saw Thunderbolts yesterday.
And
did anybody
you
see
would imagine
Thunderbolts?
if you wanted to
I thought of
shoot a ball, that
Neil
would look adorable.
because I was almost gonna text you
But yeah,
and say, "Hey, do you want to go?" Because I kind of got out of work unexpectedly.
I don't. I just.
And then I was like,
you know what it is?
by the time I find out if you even want to go, I don't know if I'll have enough time. So I just jumped over to New Brunswick, and I saw it right outside of Rutgers Stadium.
And maybe you can roll into things now. It'll be awesome. Can you roll?
We'll try it if you want.
Roly-poly
Bears are known for their rolling capabilities.
He is a special bear.
Jay, no.
How much did you think it weigh again?
What kind of theater
He weighs a lot.
is the IMAX by you guys? That's a.
He's
What do you mean, what
heavier
kind?
by the day.
They're the closest IMAX to me is New Brunswick. That's where I went yesterday. I went and saw Thunderbolts in IMAX yesterday,
I confess.
and
Special him.
New Brunswick is the closest one to me.
So
AMC,
the benefits of this,
Special.
one New
Trinket
Brunswick.
acquires an additional +2.
I saw it. It was excellent. Yeah, I actually, I had a really good time. I actually saw it in IMAX, and then I was like 5-10 minutes late to the theater because, like I said, it was like a last minute thing. So I was like 5 or 10 minutes late,
Also,
and I saw there was a
Trinket has
Dolby
resistance against
showing immediately after the IMAX one, and I personally think Dolby is better than IMAX.
So if anyone
So
wants to drink with a giant
I was like, I'll
hammer
watch,
or
I'll watch it
something
again
that
if
you
it's
want
that
to
good.
try,
I'll
it's
just jump in,
amazing.
see the
If I were
beginning
to
that I
drink with
missed,
something that seems
and I'll just
bludgeoning,
keep
you'd
going
say,
as long as I want.
is that
It
bludgeoning?
was so good. I
Try it,
actually
and
stayed
if you
for
don't,
the
just
entire
What if someone
So
tries
if I
to...
did
movie
try to roll
in the
into
Dolby
something, it
one.
wouldn't hurt him,
And I got
but
to see
that
the
would
part that I
work.
missed. And I honestly, I was like, this will be a good comparison.
Someone tried to hit...
Dolby to me, I think, is so much better than IMAX.
Also blood.
That's fish damage.
I feel like
Different.
everything. I feel like everything is sharper. I feel like the sound is so much like more focused. Like the IMAX is loud, probably
Go
louder.
see the council.
But Dolby just
All right,
sounds
to the
better.
council.
It's just more sharp and crisp. Everything, visual, audio, everything is good.
What the books are is you keep them with you, and if you wish to,
But I saw it
you
twice.
wish to reference them while taking any
Mission,
sort of
Mission
herbal
Impossible
ritual,
soon. I was
they
telling
will
Jesse, I'm like,
essentially
we
give
might
a
do
momentary bonus
a
to
giant
double
movie
your
night.
bonus for any
I told you guys, I used to do giant movie nights all the time where I'd have like 30 or 40 people. We'd rent out half the theater, and opening nights of movies, we would literally just buy tons of tickets and be in the premiere of the movie for like the fan event, and half the theater would be us. I tried to get people to do it, but Facebook clearly doesn't work like it used to, and I am never really talking to anybody on that. So I told Jesse, I'm like, for the next one, it's probably Mission Impossible is the next big one I could think of. I'm gonna see if I could get like a big group of people together to see the premiere
double your proficiency bonus on any
of the Mission Impossible 8, I think it is. 8? Did we establish this? We talked about this before.
Cloud Top District.
I think it's Mission Impossible
towards,
8.
The palace in the center. You ready to say something, Ryan? Do you want to talk to a little
Regal has the cool bucket. What does Regal have this time? Are we Michael, you talking about the cool bucket of popcorn for Thunderbolts or for Mission Impossible? I have not
She
seen
looks really pretty
the
today.
buckets at Regal. I saw
It looks like
AMC had like a limo. I don't know what the limo did, but I saw there was like a limo. I don't know if it was like a toy or the limo was the popcorn bucket. But that's the only interesting thing I saw from AMC was something with the limo.
I mean,
the tiny
fine, we can stop by.
Say what you need to say. How lovely.
It's nearly across the street from the palace. So you head to the ivory tower. You go ahead.
Mission Impossible.
Circular
What
knock
is
on
the
door,
bucket,
and
Michael?
finds eventually a lower
Bots and Russian trolls
this
don't
time
show
it
up
looks
for
like more
movie night.
comfortable robes. She was kind of
Confirmed.
caught off guard. She has like a
Bots
it's
and
sort of
Russian
cloth, sort of like
trolls
big,
don't show up
fuzzy
for
material,
movie night.
her hair's a
Confirmed.
bit disarrayed. She kinda opens
I
the
love
door.
it. We're talking about Facebook because I said Facebook.
Greetings. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't use Facebook ever. If you guys had my Facebook, it would be pointless because I don't think I've had a post in like 7 years. But people I know still use it to send out event notifications. So I thought, let me throw this out there and see like who responds, just out of curiosity. And it doesn't seem like anybody does anymore. I only did it because I thought other people still did. But yeah, I feel like Facebook has kind of fell through the cracks. I remember when people like were fighting to get on Facebook because it was only like a college thing. I remember like one of my first girlfriends had Facebook and I couldn't be on Facebook because I wasn't part of like a university or something like that. And I was like, what the hell? And people were like, I want to get on Facebook. Facebook is like the thing to be on. And now people are just like, don't even care. It's like, oh, you're on Facebook? You son of a bitch. You probably killed your own family somewhere.
It would be my pleasure to have you.
Is it? Okay.
I use it for Messenger. I do use Messenger. Posted it on Discord.
The local.
It was pretty funny at times, but not like Guardians funny. Yeah, I definitely think Guardians was better.
A purple dandy is
This was more
it's like a star-like
real.
flower.
I would definitely say they intentionally made the Thunderbolts more like a mental health kind of thing, where they had comedic jokes infused. But Guardians is like way more humorous, intentionally so. I feel like this was supposed to be like the bad boys and girls, but also like even if they joke or they throw a joke out here or there or a little pun, it was still to be taken like very seriously. I actually really did like Ghost. Ghost pops up in it, is a pretty major character, and Ghost I wasn't like didn't really care a whole lot about. I think in this, even though she was sidelined a lot, I think Ghost becomes a very likable character in
Back
this.
to the council chambers where you met not but 2 days before. The entire council has not been summoned to this. It's just about
And Sebastian Stan is great. Winter Soldier. I've always loved Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier has been one of my favorites from the MCU since Captain America Winter Soldier. Surprise, surprise. Since the movie titled him, and I still think that is one of the best Marvel movies. Easily top 5. Captain America Winter Soldier. Easily top 5 in the entire Marvel universe. Counting television shows. All content included. Captain America Winter Soldier is like phenomenal.
2 envoys.
It is the perfect combination of superhero mixed with realistic espionage.
Waiting patiently with their hands behind their backs. And
I feel like they could have done something like that with Thunderbolts. They had so many
2 feet by 2
people that even in the movie itself, they're like, do we just punch and shoot things? I feel like they could have did such like a great espionage type thing with it. They did little things here and there, but I feel like they could have really tapped into that.
And there was a very finely carved.
I thought it was decent.
Sapphire inlaid pattern design.
I've seen no marketing. Yeah, they really haven't done much. I feel like Disney has just like given up after Snow White, and now Thunderbolts just kind of drops. I don't think Captain America: Brave New World did all that great. I honestly don't know for sure. I saw it in theaters. I thought it was decent. I thought Thunderbolts was way better. I thought Captain America: Brave New World, it was entertaining, but it was so all over the place. I left the theater like, all right, well that was cool. Harrison Ford was the Red Hulk. That was cool. I didn't think much of it. This I actually enjoyed. Like, I think they had it put together very well. I actually enjoyed Thunderbolts. I feel like the ending could have been better. I feel like the ending, if anything, your ending's supposed to be where you nail the landing. I feel like the ending might have been the worst part. But still not, like, horrible. And then it had a great
She extends her
mid
hand
and
one
after
step
credit
forward.
scene.
The man, young, but very soft in voice and very stern and military.
Disney is bleeding money, yeah.
Hello.
The funny
I'm
thing is, I
Starbearer
dabble
Vora.
in the stock
I come under
market,
the Platinum
and
Dragon
me and my dad were
and will be
day trading
sources
Disney for
along
like
with you
weeks.
and
It dropped like to like an all-time low for Disney for the last like 5 or 6 years, and we were like day trading Disney up and down. And then all of a sudden the other day it started exploding back up, and I'm thinking, I think people see that Disney has kind of figured out the problems and they're course correcting, and I think now is the time to get in to like long-term with Disney. Because I feel like Disney is like realized like, all right, this is where we went wrong. Whether it's right or wrong, this is the direction we're going in now. Making more violence again and stuff like that. China's not spending money on them anytime soon. Yeah, and then there's that, the whole China thing. I was actually surprised the stock didn't drop more. The stock has only since China announced that, the stock has only gone up, and I've been watching it on the daily. Quite surprising.
Nice to meet you. I'm Scanlan. I'm sort of the de facto
Too late to
leader of
course
the group.
correct on a lot.
True. I am
True, very true.
My second.
Cheers, who wants this? To Michael. To the great Michael. Wait, what's Michael? Were we supposed to take another one for something? I'm taking back the drink I almost gave you, Michael. Because I feel like we were supposed to do somebody else first. I'm going to chug the rest of this and then make another
You'll be
drink.
accompanying us on this arduous
And we're
journey,
down to about the final
Where are we going?
5 hours. No, I think we got like
the
8,
region of Vex'ahlia,
maybe like 35, 40 minutes
on the
left.
continent of Isilra. It's quite a ways.
Are we taking
We're gonna find a good place to stop.
Of some sort.
But I think we're definitely more than halfway, I feel like.
The council nods themselves, and you can see Seeker at Emmering.
Yeah, because we started at 8 minutes. So we started at 8 minutes. We're definitely over an hour. So we're about 35, 40 minutes left.
As he says that,
Like the video if you have not.
Lady Kima steps in.
Have
over in
we
the gold armor
heard
that
from
she
the
had
dude
found
about
scavenged from the interior? She's now
the dude about
dressed in
lately?
proper,
I'm assuming you mean
silver
the dude
blue
JB.
inlaid,
I was just talking about it earlier. I don't know, but the dude did say he would be back in the
She's wearing the same
20s.
colours as
The dude
the,
last time we
twin.
talked,
You can see
last
now
time me and the
just
dude
silver
talked,
and
he
blue
said
of Bahamut is very
that
much
he
in
was
the
gonna
same
like
way
dip
as
in and out, but that he'd be back every
Sorry, I'm
week or
late.
try to be
Alright,
back
sorry.
every week once we hit some point in the
ready,
20s.
she kind of-
I want to say like 22, 23 is what I remember the dude saying. But till then, the dude said it'd probably be jumping in and out. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna chug the rest of this because there is caffeine in this, and I don't want to drink it too late because it is almost 7:30. So
Were we supposed to bring
chugging this for Michael,
the two
our moderator,
Skybearers
the
reach
great
over
Michael. You get the
and
cheers.
both
We're gonna
at
kill
same
the
place
rest of the
their
Knob
hands
Creek and
on
then
the top of
start
his
all over again.
chest. You
Cheers.
see their fingers slip into these small holes in the sides, and they lift, and the box kind of scrapes to this high-pitched metal against metal scraping sound, opening up a chamber on the inside. You can see the interior also has the same.
See, that tasted much
similar
better.
scrolling,
I could definitely taste the whiskey,
carving,
but it was
engraving
so
on the inside of the
better
box on the
mixed
outside.
than the first top half.
There
I
is
think
like a
all the
slight
creaminess settled to the bottom. That was delicious. That was the best chug I had. That's why I did a little dance. The dude is very busy, but we'll try to be back for the Briarwood stuff.
I'll get it. I'll
No, no,
reach
no,
out.
no.
Tiberius, if you would be so kind.
Mage hand?
Oh, yeah.
Tiberius, if you would be so kind.
We're putting it in the box. Yeah.
Putting it in the box.
Oh.
So, it takes a moment.
All the grace of a Wiimote.
The use of Mage Hand in a bag of holding is a very meticulous process, because the bag of holding responds to the thought command of what you're reaching for the moment you reach.
Knob Crete, Knob Crete. Gonna patch my driveway with some Knob Crete.
Really concentrate.
We're gonna pour another drink. Oh Jesus! Oh my God! I do have the top on. For a second, I was like, did I not put the top on? And then I saw the reflection on the top. It looked like there was like nothing there.
There aloft, you could see.
My God! Could you imagine?
As it's removed,
So I
the
just
person
did the
who
math,
consoles really
and
sees
1:49
it's almost like a
is where we're supposed to
audible
stop.
video
So we have
graphic
less
room
than 30 minutes,
at its presence.
right?
Yeah, it's
30,
pretty horrible.
40. No, we have 33 minutes. 49 is where we stop. So we have 33 minutes left, everybody. We're only at 21 likes. Like the video if you have not.
Back in the bag.
That is
holding.
all we have left in our whole lives. Jay, season 2 of Whiskies dropped. What is that? Jay, season 2 of Whiskies dropped. What is Whiskies?
And I'm gonna enchant it.
Michael, what are you referring to? The actual whiskey that we purchase, or a show?
Put it at the
In my head, I'm
bottom
thinking, is there a show called Whiskies?
of the box. And
I'm assuming you mean like another whiskey drop
Oh no.
on Critical Role.
Like if
Roll,
if there's
roll,
an old
Critical
switcheroo
Role.
somehow.
God, I so wish we still had the troll deck right now.
Oh man.
I mean, if we had the troll deck,
Troll deck
our
is
lives would change.
It is already enchanted.
Oh yes, Michael, you sent me the link yesterday, I think. Maybe like yesterday or early this morning. Yes. In my head, I was like whiskey. As I started thinking about it, I'm like, oh wait, you did send me something. The actual whiskeys. Yes.
Runes in there might
There is a new whiskey, or I guess season 2 of the whiskey dropped. I did see it now, Michael. I do remember. I do remember.
Right.
That's fine.
It was smart.
I put it in there.
That was a good idea.
I mean, they had an alarm spell at your disposal too. That would be with the enchantment space. I don't know if you learned alarm. Did you?
No, I did.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
that'd be a little different.
Sorry.
Okay.
Did you learn alarm yet? No, sorry.
It gets lowered into it. You can see the runes on the inside of the box begin to glow and come to life with this soft golden yellow hue, and the
D&D, not directly Critical
box
Role.
and held aloft in the center.
That's right.
Your mage hand no
Dungeons
longer
and
has any
Dragons.
sway on it. It's now
Whiskey.
locked in place, just in the center of the box. No seeming physical anything holding it. It's just kind of locked there.
Yeah, I think I was saying before, but the Sotal
There's almost this creaking.
If I'm saying that right,
air
the
in there
Macabre
fighting between cold and hot. You like-
spirits. I'm saving it because I want
there's a
Ray to
small,
try it. So when Ray
physical battle
visits
between the
next,
temperatures as they
we will
take
do
the
like a
lid
taste test of all of them, and then
over
I
and
will
see
be
what
okay
shot.
with drinking the rest. Because I already drank.
bears
I
lift
made
the
like
chains
a
on the
couple
side
drinks
and
with
the
it. It's
box
probably
into
already
a
down to
bottle.
like a half a bottle.
Look, it's about
And I was like, I'm putting it away.
So
Ray must have to try this.
Onward.
I always let Ray try all
you're
these
coming with us as
concoctions.
well?
And I leave enough where like me and him could both have a drink. Jesse could join us. We could have like a couple. I make it where there's like a couple left over.
I don't know. I haven't taken that.
But the
quite
white
a
stone
while.
bottle was still available yesterday. What's the white stone bottle?
If we could,
Do tell, Michael. What is the white stone bottle? Behind curtain number 1. Do.
What's the whole?
When I did that, Coco just like looked at me and went like, "What is behind curtain number 1?" Do tell, Jay. Teddy Ruxpin.
What is this airship made
The
of?
air. Oh my God, that brings back memories.
Magic.
Teddy Ruxpin is my friend, and Grubby's my friend too. I loved Teddy
Can
Ruxpin.
I pull
Grubby
Rex aside?
was my favorite. Grubby, I think, was the coolest cat in the neighborhood as far as Teddy Ruxpin goes. Grubby.
Who are sending this along this journey?
I had the stuffed animal. I had all of them. I had the whole thing,
we did a
the
few
whole kit and
like,
caboodle.
things last time, but
You put the tapes in him. Grubby had his own gigantic body.
I think we should definitely. Talk
I don't. They're all gone now.
and see
They're all gone now. Where? I don't know. But I had it all.
on our way to the
I had Grubby.
All right, good again.
I wish I had him right now. I'd ride Grubby right out of this house to the local
or
bar.
salmon on one.
People would be
take
like,
the go.
"This motherfucker just pulled up on a Grubby,"
I'll take the guy.
and I would do it with pride.
All right. You guys make your way out of the palace towards the northwestern side of the Cloudtop district, and what you've seen is there is
Teach
one
me how to Grubby.
thicker,
They'd all be saying,
tower
"Teach me how
that's
to
part of the
Grubby."
wall that surrounds the Cloudtop district.
Here we go, we're
center of
pouring
the bastion of defense for the inner part of the city.
Some more Knob Creek in
there are
this
these
cup.
Small pillars that hold up a wall. There's one that's very thick. You've
Now
seen only a couple
I
of Sky
get
ships
it.
travel to and from. You don't see
Courage,
these very
they
often,
make a
usually for
real
very
version of
specific,
it.
modes of travel and reasonings
Courage.
that they've employed.
I had
Um,
the VHS, but I
you see
lost
this
it
large
during
tower that
one
has,
of the
a
moves.
spiral
Michael,
staircase
are you
leading
talking
up
about the
that
one
lets out in these small
with the Degalzaphone
across
or something like
the
that? I
entire
think it
length of
was.
that rises up
There
hundreds
was
of feet to the very
a
top of the tower
live
that
action
surrounds
Teddy
this district.
Ruxpin that I
On
used
the
to
top,
watch
you
as a
see
kid.
There's a platform that,
And it was the
extends
greatest
outward
thing
both
I ever
sides
remember
of the,
seeing.
of the
And I
wall.
think that was with the
Trailing
Degalzaphone.
out the top of what looks
And I've
like
never
some
seen
sort
it
of
again.
construct.
I've struggled to find it. Usually things like that I
As
could
you
find.
work your way,
Honestly, if I
following
look
from
now
the long
that I
spiral
remember,
staircase,
I probably could find it
eventually
now. Because I have a lot
this
of
is, like, way too long to be traveling up a
ways
very
in
thick
which to
spiral
find
staircase.
things now.
You
But
come to what looks like a
I haven't looked in a while, and that is one of the things I've
trapdoor,
always
like a wooden trapdoor.
seeked.
Keep it-
Not
flips it over.
a teach me how to
You hear it slapping
dug
against
you
the sides and the
reference.
chains
Not
clicking
a
against the
teach me how to
stonework,
dug me. I
and
had
daylight comes careening into
a
this spiral
poopies.
staircase. You all
I
sit
had
down
a
on the top, and
poopies.
immediately you're hit with the wind. This
Yeah, I
lineup
like
is
the
definitely a
action
breeze that
puppet
blows
until
through.
my
Your hair being tossed a bit.
Koosie showed me child's play. What is happening? My Koosie? What is a Koosie?
You see,
My Koosie showed me child's play.
roughly-
Child's play is wild. The
five
other day,
individuals
Lauren,
standing all
I don't know if you
in,
guys remember.
gold
I think it was
light,
last live
armor,
stream. Lauren,
very
if you're listening,
they
I'm
are
selling you out. Lauren, last live stream, I think it was last one.
standing, waiting for you.
I was wearing a
There is
Child's
one
Play shirt,
individual that is
and she said,
more adorned in what looks like a cap
I
and
saw you wearing the Child's Play shirt, and I almost didn't come
and
over because it freaked
above
me
them,
out. And I'm
a
like,
bunch of ropes hanging from
are
the
you
sides
a
of it. You can see
freaking
what looks
insane
like
lunatic? No, I
a
didn't say that.
large
I was
piece
just
of
like,
crafting
I know
ship
she does not like horror
that
movies,
has
stuff like that.
golden
So to each his
scroll
own.
work. It's beautiful,
That
beautiful
she is
elven, like,
not
golden
into it, and I
scroll
get it
across the
because
entire,
Chucky is like a killer doll.
underside
And
of this
I embarrass myself. I've told you guys this before, but if you forget, because I definitely did, when I was a child, I had a My Buddy, and every night I would pin his chest underneath the leg of one of my dressers because I thought he would come to life. Because Child's Play was one of the first horror movies I ever was subjected to as a child. Because my family would tie me down and force me to watch them. No, I'm just joking. I would sneak out and watch, and my mom, I remember specifically, watched that, one of the first ones I ever remember seeing. And it was horrifying. So Lauren was like, yeah, I saw you wearing the Child's Play shirt, and I wasn't a fan. And it almost changed my decision of coming over. And I was like, I get it.
Silent.
You goddamn no, I didn't say it. I'm just joking.
As you guys begin to
But
walk up
Child's
towards the
Play
ship,
is a scary one.
looming
So
about
Lauren, if
15,
you're out
20
there,
feet in the air, the
I'm
individual here all
cheersing
of a
to
sudden
you.
Glance over, notice.
I
and the
understand
captain steps
your
forward,
fear of killer
reaches out his
dolls, and I apologize
All right.
for my
I'm glad you could finally make it. I've been waiting
owning
for the
of
30
it, because in
minutes.
the background
I'm
is
Captain
also
Damon.
a giant
I would like to
doll of
welcome you
Chucky.
aboard the sky
There is
ship
another one in
Dira.
my room, probably still.
We are traveling
There is
across
Chucky
the ocean. It's approximately a week's worth
stuff
of travel.
everywhere.
We have provisions
I have a
provided
Jason
for you.
mask up there. There is a
you have
literally
any questions?
sharpened replica of Freddy's glove up there that is actually sharpened. Like, it'll cut you. It is sharp metal. All these things will kill you in my house. My house is the danger zone, and I've been through the danger zone. Cheers to Lauren. If you're still watching and listening, I hope you are enjoying your lovely night at work. Lauren said she was probably going to get stuck at work for a while. She was joking at one point, whether it was a joke or not, that she might just sleep there. And I took it as a joke, but honestly, she might have been serious. So to Lauren, we're going to have this whole shot.
Everything
ready?
Away from the sides.
Oh, I was about to
I'm
say
gonna chug it. Cheers.
I run over to the side and look over the edge. Before he says
you guys
that.
are still on the platform. He hasn't led you up onto the ship yet.
Does the platform have like a ledge I can look over?
Yeah.
Like the Empire State Building?
Yeah, you can do that.
I want to do that.
Okay, as you do that, you really
Ooh-wee,
shouldn't
baby.
do. She shouldn't do that.
Guys, this is really high.
She really shouldn't do
It's
that.
really
I don't-
windy.
I run
It's
up
all
behind her and
right.
I grab her shoulder.
Coco is so adorable right now.
Climb up on the ledge.
Okay, as you're climbing up on the
I
ledge,
wish I could just have a camera where I could shut it on her right
shoves
now.
you and gives you a stare.
She spun over and just did like a belly roll, a barrel roll.
Grog.
Did you pee a little?
Like a little bit.
At which point you can see
Did
the captain's
you
like,
pee a little? Who peed a little?
Don't worry, Captain David.
Guys, you should try.
She can fly.
Grog, hold the edge of my shirt. I wanna feel like I'm flying for a second.
Okay.
if we could all please make our way to the ship, we need to leave post-haste.
It's so far.
He slowly
Post
faces
haste.
forward and
Keyleth's
glances out and
gonna
goes,
jump. Keyleth's going nuts. I mean, Marisha being. Is this what is happening right now? Did Marisha lose her goddamn mind?
I know, but I'm
Oh my
always
God,
an animal.
Coco is completely flipped upside down.
As they're doing this, I want to go to the.
She is
opposite
an
end so I
adorable
can get,
little
like,
babe.
This is beautiful, the airship, right? And they're and.
What are you
I'm gonna hold
doing?
out my staff. And
Are you gonna take a selfie?
She's purring
I'm gonna cast
and
image
rolling all
capture.
over the place. She is like super adorable right now.
Yes, that's a thing. It is in Draconia.
Are we taking a selfie?
Get all of them
Selfie
in the
staff.
airship, while they're doing it.
You use your prestidigitation to temporarily capture an image of yourself at the edge of the top of the tower.
And the airship is in
Prestidigitation.
In doing
We
so,
captured
the
an
game
image of
imposes
ourselves
disadvantage on your next two rolls.
that will never.
No, it's fine.
Nobody
It's
likes
fine.
a selfie
It's
stick.
fine. I just hate
Great.
selfie sticks so much.
Selfie stick down.
Selfie staff. Selfie staff.
Selfie staff. Yeah, selfie
I'll let
staff.
it pass. It's a temporary image.
That's how I could get all of it.
The selfie staff.
Everyone.
Oh.
Miserable.
That's a good one. That's a really
That's a good one.
You hear this loud whistle, this wee kind of whistle, and the captain you see is blowing on this.
By the way,
loud
this part
whistle around his
inspired
neck.
one of the best
All
fan
aboard!
arts ever. I just added the ever part. Like,
To the
didn't say
piano,
that.
folks, and everyone starts climbing up the ropes that are underneath the ship.
If you guys need any help, I can totally help.
I
can totally do it.
Totally do it.
Morbid curiosity. Are you married? Do you have a steady girl?
Captain Damon. Sonic sunglasses.
With surprise,
It is a magical thing.
confusion, worry, shakes his head at a misunderstanding. This is here.
Damn,
What?
pretty sure mine is
No,
buried
we'll talk
under
later.
so much smut.
All right.
By the way, part
It was
inspired by
entirely
about best fan
side
art.
blast, but he was not expecting that question. Nothing negative.
And I almost
Really
killed someone with
confused.
it. Used to go everywhere
So as you
with
all
him like a
climb your way, you get
backpack.
on top of it, and it
My
is-
grandmother got rid
the
of
whole
my
deck is a
Chucky. It
strange
wasn't a
kind of
good
slow
one. One
floating
of those
sensation.
stuffed ones from
And once you're on the
Atlantic
deck, you can hear
City.
this, like,
Used to go
this
in them
crackling
everywhere. Gotcha,
hum
gotcha,
around
gotcha. I was
the,
gonna say, I'm like, I
waterproof
missed something.
stones that
How
hold
did
it
Trinket
aloft.
get up if we had to climb ropes?
But she made me
You
watch
will
The
say-
Exorcist at her friend's house one night,
There
and I was
are ways,
fucked
and-
up
and if
for
you
like a
ask this
month.
question, like, how do you
I
trigger
would
that?
say to this day, going back to horror movies,
Winches.
I say it all the time. Pet
Captain
Cemetery,
gets back
one
off the
or
ship,
two.
on the side,
I think
there's
Pet
the
Cemetery
platform
1
that
and
is
2
like
are
a
some of the
crane-like
creepiest
structure.
things. Like things
you
that
actually-
stick with you, things that could like actually
Raise up
happen
Trinket in a small
in your real
sling-like
life,
contraption.
You okay, darling?
but are like cranked
Trinket's
to
like,
a
you know,
10.
was bad enough
I
trying to
feel
fly
like
when you
either
guys
Pet
were
Cemetery,
Now Trinket,
crazy.
yeah, just paddling in the air.
Those are on my
absolutely.
list.
As-
But
as
besides
the crane
them,
contraption
I
wins,
always got creeped
brings
out
Trinket
by
back
Season
over
of the
and
Witch,
lowers him onto
Halloween
the deck
3, with
of,
the whole
the
idea of
airship,
them like
Dira.
murdering children all
Eventually
around the
releasing
world with
Trinket's
like
on
Halloween
board,
masks.
looks
I
noticeably
always thought that
uncomfortable,
was
it's like in the
a
center of the ship
creepy
sitting down.
idea as a child, because mind you, I was like a child when these came out.
All right.
Those are up on my
Everyone on
list.
board?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, to your
But-
quarters underneath.
To our
We set out now.
Exorcist
Two.
was a scary one.
Vax'ildan.
Poltergeist?
Whistle second time.
Poltergeist
all
was
the hands
scary,
gonna
too.
Separate. Most of them go under the
They're
deck.
here.
box.
Like
Where's the
Exorcist
box?
definitely up there.
Keep an eye on box.
Exorcist was
you
definitely
see now
a freaky one.
Two scale bearers are carrying the box.
But the
underneath.
Carrie Ann thing where the kid
on the
getting
deck,
sucked,
you can
I
see
think
there are
because I was a
doorways that
child
lead
when
to
all these
various,
came out, I
levels
related
underneath
more to the like
deck of
the
ship.
child's
There was a large,
perspective where I'm like, oh my
cargo
god,
kind of,
can you
lattice
imagine if you just
section
got
in the middle
sucked
of the ship where they're
in
putting
like a
larger
freaking
things down below.
television?
There is the actual wheel of the ship is on the back end, on the elevated back end of the entire ship. And that's what the
Quit
captain
watching
stands on, too.
Modern
As the
Family
rest of the
because the
hands bring all
kid
the
Jay
ropes
and
up
Gloria
inside.
had was a deaf Gage.
I feel like I should go keep an eye on the
Oh,
box and see.
see Modern Family.
But as
I
ropes
never
are brought
really
up,
got
everyone gives
much
a thumbs up
further.
on
I
the
saw the
sides.
first couple seasons. I thought Modern
Reaches
Family was
the
great.
front of
I
the,
definitely saw the
of
first couple
ship's
seasons.
wheel.
Thought it was a good show.
takes
One of those that
the
just
deck
kind of like
and
fell
places
through the
it
cracks, and I
center of the
stopped
wheel, at
watching.
which point
So
the
I don't know
three,
who you're talking
bluestones
about.
Spark with additional life.
The Gate scared me. The Gate was a scary one too. Another one based with children that's way darker than most children fantasy sci-fi kind of things. The Gate was like a gateway to hell, and they definitely went darker than a lot of other stuff. I'd agree with that. I will say I remember avoiding the Gate, the original Gate. The Gate 2 gets weird, not nearly as scary as the original, but the original Gate I remember staying away from as a child because it did freak me out. More so than most. Like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, I used to love them because to me it was like not much worse than real life. Like if you, I would always have nightmares all the time without having watched horror movies and stuff as a young person. I would always have like really bad dreams, and I hated going to sleep and dreaming. So Nightmare on Elm Street to me was like so realistic in the sense that it was like something that haunted your dreams. And Nightmare on Elm Street to me was just like a more supernatural version of like a serial killer or something like that, which during the 80s was also very prominent.
Okay, he's got this. We'll see you guys in a moment.
My God, Zach just...
I got this.
All right.
I got it.
We're skipping Zach. Oh,
Welcome
I
back.
should have watched
We have
him.
eaten. We have had drinks. We have
Whatever, we're gonna watch Matt and then
return
reset, because I just
to
totally
adventure.
skipped Zach.
While we were gone, I hear that there is a ridiculous
What's
thing
up?
that our Wonders Overlord
The people under the stairs? We're gonna talk about the people under the stairs.
Opportunity.
What happened?
If we somehow get to 4,000?
4,000 subscribers.
Okay, if we can get to 4,000 subs tonight,
So you need 130?
we're gonna have Iffy and people of elements of the Vox Machina crew that did our quick little one shot at the DM episode. create a rap.
Vox
and shoot a music video,
Moronica? What is that?
that'll include
The
us.
Vox Moronica crew? If we had 4,000
us in
subscribers.
some
I'm guessing
gonna
they
shoot a rap
did.
video?
What are they at now? He
If
said
they
we
get
just
to
got 70 in the
4,000
By the
last
end of the show?
couple minutes. But what were they at before that?
Oh, I'm gonna do it however the fuck I want to do it.
That's ridiculous.
And,
I don't think we're gonna make it, but that'd be.
I think he said, did he just say 1993? Or was that a year? Or was that how many subscribers we have? Because if we're, I mean, honestly, we're halfway. If that was the number, 1993, if that was the number,
I think the
And
Overlord
we
just
are
put out the
almost
gauntlet of Vox Moronica looking better than Vox Machina.
I mean, we're about halfway.
I think
So
you
it is very
underestimate that.
feasible. They could do 4,000.
Yeah.
I
But
think we're underestimating how naturally ridiculous.
are they pouring,
that
what are these? Are these shots?
So it
Are they
is- it
pouring
is a good
shots,
challenge.
everybody?
It is. It's a tough call.
Are they pouring shots?
Books.
All right, so you guys take time studying. We'll say you probably have a few more days.
I'm gonna pause soon.
8-hour days studying. We're going maybe about 8 to 10 hours a day if you wanted to take in these.
I'll
reading
also
books.
go ahead
take
and.
an
Oh, you have
enchanted
this book,
with me.
right? Are you reading that book?
I'm reading
now
that
it's
one.
over there.
I'm
It has
also.
materials to enchant with you though.
All right, 138.50. I was trying to find a spot. I was getting super quiet because I'm like, I have to focus. Focus. 138.50. We're going to do the clock at 138.50, everybody. 1 is the loneliest number. 138.50. Everybody unite with the time. 138.50. We're going to do a good 20 to 25 minutes. 149 will give us an hour. I said I like to do an hour Patreon and then 30 minutes Vox O'Clock. So 149 will give us that because it ends at 3:19. So basically another, well, not even, another 10 minutes technically. Is that right? 1:30? Oh, no. Wait, I guess that is because we got that far ahead while we were talking. Either way, we're going to do... How did that happen so quick? Did we skip that much time? I mean, honestly, I might have did the wrong math. Because 19... That means you could do... 50... Either way, okay. Well, maybe it's less time than I thought. You can't drink on stream. It's verboten. You can't drink on stream. It's verboten. They do a little pop one shot. I haven't seen. The episode we skipped had a shot one shot. DJ Khaled will never be lonely because he only knows one and another one. All right, so everybody get your clock set up. We're going to take a shot. I mean, maybe I'll do a little more. Maybe I'll shorten Vox O'Clock or something. We'll do like another 15, 20 minutes because now that I'm looking at the clock, I mean, we are running out of time. So everybody get ready. Hit everybody. Tell me your radiators unite because as soon as we start, we're going to do about 15, 20 minutes. We're going to hit the radiators. I mean, I should probably stop by 2. If I stop by 2, I'll have the hour Patreon, still about 20 minutes Vox O'Clock. Maybe I'll cut a 5-minute. Maybe we'll go to that. We'll do like 15, 20 minutes, like I said. So everybody, get ready. Radiators unite and everything, but here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Dope.
I'm going to make a few scrolls in my time.
Making a few scrolls, everybody. Making our way downtown.
What should I make scrolls for, guys? What's handy to have?
Oh, well, when
All right. As soon as we have 3, we're going to hit the radiators and then take this final shot for a lucky winner. If anybody's new in the chat, write in the chat, say, what is up?
You know what we always need?
Anti-petrify.
How to carry trinket on the goddamn carpet.
How to carry trinket.
Well, you guys can
That is a
shrink it,
major
you have
problem.
Yeah, but
Oh,
we always
that's
are
true.
like one body short of being able to pile onto the carpet.
I'll make.
Can we add like a little bit extra square footage to the magic carpet?
Yes.
Unfortunately, it
I
doesn't
mean,
work that way.
I'll make a polymorph.
Could we? I would love that. I thought that was actually a thing. When she said it, I'm like, is that a thing? You could add
This isn't
real
World of
estate to the flying carpet?
I'm
We need to
working
sew.
on it.
Is that a thing in
I'm
anything?
working on it.
Have you ever had a game? Is there a World of Warcraft thing
Well, I
like that?
can
I haven't played in
make-
so long.
I just put
We were
my
talking
water
about this the other
spells
day.
I've learned from
World of
the day.
Warcraft.
put those-
I
think,
probably
like, depending on the
put
level,
easily
like,
thousands of
level
hours.
spell
I'd have to say
will take me, like,
easily hundreds, if not thousands of hours into World of Warcraft over 15, 20 years.
If I spend 2 days, I can probably make
Something.
And what do I have to show for it? Nothing.
Yeah.
My account just sits there. It does nothing, and my account is nothing compared to everybody else's.
Thank you.
Like, my account at the very best was, like, subpar. I can't find the selfie fan art. Might have been scrubbed because of Orion.
Inventory.
GNS deleted the art archives, or artists getting
I got
pissed.
arrows, I got scrolls.
What was the
I have a
time?
question about Trinkets New Armor.
There was a
He
time.
has an area for me to ride on him still.
Who?
Right?
I mean, like the video, everybody, but it doesn't look like we're hitting it. We got
I mean, you can still. It's not like a saddle or anything.
But there's, like, the last one
roughly
had, like,
15
a
minutes left.
thing, so, like,
We're gonna do another
It's
50
built
minutes if
off
we
of
hit the
design
50
of
likes,
the
which I
original
doubt.
armor,
But for now,
So yeah, that is still there.
is Marion Ravenwood there?
Is there a bow?
I'm gonna tell Marion to jump in. She could have the last shot if she jumps in
There
time.
is, yes, there is.
Pike and I would like to go to the front of the ship.
Coco is
I would
making
like to stand
noises.
at the front and put my arms out.
And I'm gonna hold his waist.
making
Go, I'm the
noises.
Goliath of the world.
Oh, he fell right off the front.
No, I did not.
All right, maybe Marion will get that shot.
Oh, I feel like I'm flying.
Marion,
Look at the guns on that gnome.
look at the guns on that gnome, everybody.
Spend the
Michael is there. All right, everybody, here we go. Clever, Ninja, Michael.
You mean just crafting?
Where is Colvin? Colvin,
because of the enchantments.
without you, we cannot unite on this last radiator
You
hit.
didn't bring any
And then I'm gonna take a
crafting tools.
shot.
It's not, like, crafting
in
jewelry
someone's
requires
honor.
a specific set of tools.
Somebody tell me who are we gonna
When you touch
honor
down, you can probably try
with
and
the
find
final
something
shot?
that's gonna be- But yeah, the journey-
Marion Ravenwood? It could be you.
What about the
Hey,
scrolls?
DM,
Yes.
since Vax has nothing really to prepare ever, and he's in obviously peak physical condition, I'm going to
Peak
spend the trip
physical condition.
helping Keyleth, and if she needs any
Ninja,
ingredients for whatever she's doing, I'll go
it's
get
I mean, I
them.
love you,
I'll
Ninja.
things
Clever,
up
you and
around,
Ninja
snap them
are
out,
phenomenal.
And,
I have been
try
trying to
to
multitask a few
helpful,
things.
brother.
There's Colvin.
Familiar.
Here we go, everybody. About a good 15 minutes left.
Not bad, not bad.
Radiator Shadite. It sounds like
I thought
a
you were into Gilmore.
jet went by my house just now. To everybody, help us out, buddy. Colvin is here. Cheers to everybody. I have to do it off screen just for copyright or you know, it's a problem.
For scroll crafting. I'll say for the
that's the
time.
best part.
Yeah, I'll say for the time being, it'll take you about half a day to make the polymorph scroll.
Okay.
And the material components that are required for the spells putting into the actual scroll would run you about 300 gold. So. Or 400 gold.
I'll take a rip from the Benjamin
Level
Franklin.
spell polymorph.
From the Benjamin Franklin. Neil, amazing.
Left anyway.
Neil, absolutely amazing. Holly Mac, cheers. All right, everybody.
Personal money. Thank you.
Might be
I'll
different
make.
later, but whatever.
I'll make
This shot is going to.
It's fine. We'll be fine.
No, it's
Don't
okay.
waste-
I don't think I did one for
No,
Holly
good.
Mac yet. So
That's
to
what
Holly
it's
Mac,
for.
Okay.
Holly
I'm
Mac
gonna
is
do
getting us
polymorph
through the new show Leverage, which is
Give
phenomenal.
one to
I am very much enjoying it.
to Tiberius.
All right.
I'm gonna choke to death.
Okay, I'll take 400.
But cheers. This is probably our last shot. We have maybe 10, 15 minutes left. So cheers to Holly Mac, the great and powerful.
I'm spending most of the time up near Captain Damon watching him work.
He seems very focused at keeping the ship going. He does steer you around one.
Captain
of your swans
Dayman.
rolling by,
Oh,
takes you a wide angle around.
Fighter of the night, man.
It's very relaxing. Relaxing up here.
Captain
It's cold,
Dayman.
But it's
It's my favorite captain.
Say the
Look at Marisha's face. She actually does look like she's like quite high.
as you all are kind of resting underneath the hold, you're all shaken awake by a sudden lurching of the ship.
Since I'm driving, I am also
It just
blinking.
shifts in such a
the
heavy way that you aren't expecting it. You know, all of you are kind of
Blinking
pulled
the
out of your feet
Benjamin.
for a second. And,
Benjamin Franklin. Nice, I
coming
dig
out of
it.
your
I know
individual
Benjamin
rooms to check on
Franklin.
each other and
I don't
see
think I've
where
heard that
the
one.
ship
A lot of the
is
times I've heard
or
of
was
things. I've not
sort of
heard of
shuttling
Benjamin Franklin, and I want to be all about it.
I rushed to the box.
I rushed to Captain Damon. What the hell just
Anything worth checking out this week? Anybody got any recommendations?
All right, so
Anything new on
you
Netflix
rush
or
to the
anything?
box and
Movies?
the room.
I haven't
as
really
you
seen
go and you
anything
open the door that leads to where
decent.
the box
I
is,
mean,
you see
Thunderbolts was
in the
alright.
room is
Last
Kima
week I saw
and, both
Account
of the,
Part 2
of
and
the
Until Dawn.
the scale
I thought they were
bearers
both good.
are
Until
there
Dawn was a pleasant
reaching for
surprise.
weapons as the
Nothing
door opened,
blowing
and
my
as you
mind, though.
Relax for a second.
I was going to go see a double feature yesterday,
was
and
that?
I saw
What was that?
Thunderbolts twice because nothing else was
no idea.
worth
I
seeing.
rush out. I rush.
There's
I
like
rush
a
out to
total
the-
lack
Oh.
of
Rush to the
movies
deck.
in the
Okay, as
theaters
you guys
right
are
now.
rushing up along the Skyline, everyone else rushed up. You come to the
Ow.
surface.
I've been
and
recommended
we're
the
just
pit a
cresting into
bunch. A lot of
sunrise,
people are like,
the
jump
sky
into the
itself
pit.
is
I've heard
mostly
it
dark
at
on one
bars I go
side
to,
with the
bartenders I
blue
know,
slowly leading
friends
into a
of
bright
mine, Jesse
orange-yellow
and Robbie,
to the
just
other
started
side
watching
as the
it
morning light is
because
starting
they
to
were recommended it.
slowly crest
My
over the
lungs
horizon.
can't do blinkers anymore, lol.
As you get to the surface, you immediately
Blinkers.
notice there are a handful of large winged creatures that are currently harrying the side of the boat. As you step to the surface, you see
We are being attacked,
real fast.
everybody. A lot of the times
you
I've heard of
notice
things.
As one of them
A lot of
takes
the
off,
times
and
I've heard of
just a
things.
blur of quick moving
I'm
wings,
getting old and out
doesn't
of
get to flap
shape.
away. It looks
Says Neil. Neil, I was
dragon-like
talking
in
about
its-
this with
in its
Lauren the other day.
physicality, but it's
I was like,
smaller than any
this is
dragon
getting
you've
close to
encountered,
the
right?
worst shape
It's
I've ever
flapping
been in.
giant wings and
And
that
like usually as soon as I
squeaks
decide
up, it
that's
looks like
it,
there's
it's go
something on
time,
its back.
I jump in immediately and get into like
Three more
ridiculous
of
shape.
these
You
now
guys have
starting
seen
to
it.
dive
This
bomb, you
time,
can see
Nearest.
the rest
I
of the-
did it
the
like
sec- the
twice.
rest of
I'm
the
like, all right,
deckhands are
that's
up
it.
there
This is
now
go
with
time.
weapons
And I'm
ready,
finding it.
and
Maybe
are
it's because
starting
I'm
to fight some of these
older.
off.
Maybe it's because I'm lazier. I don't know. All I know is
every
every time I'm like, all right, that's it. Today's the day. I do it for like a day or two, and I'm like, it's so much more fun to not though.
I'm going
But I definitely need to start cracking down.
Tiberius,
I'm nearing
my brothers
the
are
I'm
here.
neering the worst. I'm very close to the
don't
worst I've
think
ever
I'm
been.
associated with
Oh,
these.
okay.
The pit is great.
19. Glancing at the back,
I fucking
Even
love
what
the
did you say?
pit. Yeah, a lot of people. The
26.
Solentos is the bar we go to down the
between two
street.
of
The
you,
bartender
you
there.
notice,
Jesse was
even in
like,
this low
watch the
light,
pit. And then a guy at the
circumstance,
bar was like,
there appear to
oh,
be
are you
on
talking about
three
the
of
pit?
these
And then like
winged
everybody was
dragon-like
just talking
creatures,
about the pit. And I'm like, shut up.
smallish humanoid
Because I haven't
entities
seen
that
it.
are
If
on
it's that
small,
good, I don't want anyone
almost like
spoiling it.
leather-strapped saddles that are put on the sides of this creature.
Been
and they're
waiting
clutching
on
onto
the
it, each one
workout
of them is
update
carrying
vid.
some sort of
Yeah,
large
definitely gotta
spear-like weapon.
start that. Clever.
There was a fourth
At
one
a
in the
point, I'm
distance that
going
does not
to
appear
just
be,
lock
dragon,
myself in a
although this one
room
appears to be
and take
feather
all my
covered
money and
in
burn
its,
it in front of me
physical form.
until I stop eating food.
There's a
So,
big
at a
large
point,
one,
this
right?
will actually happen.
At this moment, we are going to roll initiative.
Can I do a nature check?
Bro, I gained hella weight too. I right now, the heaviest I could ever remember being in my life was 230. Around 230. I weighed myself the other day. When I started the lose weight inspirational video, I was 205, 206. I am now like 214. So I obviously gave up
first of all,
on
thank
that.
you guys.
And then
So
Ray
you guys are
visited
up
for
from
Easter,
below.
and I'm not blaming Ray at all because I was doing it before and after I've continued. I've gained like almost another 10 pounds since I did my weight loss video. Because I just like immediately was like, all right, that ain't happening.
All of our
And now I'm
viewers are
like
speaking at our mid-session.
15, 20 pounds away from the worst. And I've hit that twice in my life. I've been around 230 twice in my life, and I've gotten all the way back down to like 150, 160 both times, but both times I was younger. So this is like the third time in my life I've let myself go this much. I will do it, but it has definitely taken me longer. I also feel like when I was younger, I had less money to enjoy myself, so like it wasn't hard to refrain from doing things when I gained weight because I just like probably didn't have the money to do it anyway. But now I actually like have the money
As you
to
guys
do
come
what
up
I
on the
want
surface,
to
you
do.
can see these three
So it
entities
makes it
kind of
easier
swooping
to
around
be
and dive bombing
lazy and a sloppy
the remainder
pig.
of the guard and the deckhands that are now currently like haphazard armor on, and they're trying to strike at these as they swing by. Let's go ahead and roll initiative, folks.
And we are battle mapped up, everybody. I did see we are battle mapped up,
So,
working out every day. So at least it's something. Yeah, it starts like honestly, I just need to start getting a
So we have
routine again.
25 to 20.
I'm great at routines. Once I get a routine going, it's like football, I always tell you guys, football royally messes it
what's
up.
their hand up?
4 or 5 days a week,
20.
constantly watching football, wanting to drink beer. Once football's over, I usually bounce back in really quick. And it's been 2 months
15?
since football ended.
19.
February, March, April, more. It's been like almost 3 months, almost 3 months since football ended, and I have not begun yet. Like I said, it is the latest I've ever attempted.
17,
But once I get a routine going and I focus, I'm pretty good.
All right.
Especially since I've been mainly hanging out with Lauren, and Lauren is all
15
about
to 10.
getting back into shape and
15 to 10?
everything. in general. She's just like
10 to 5.
she's like me, where she's like a perfectionist because I think she looks amazing, but she's like, nope,
We always get the low.
gotta drop some weight, and I do the same
Not
thing.
bad for the cleric to go last.
I've been working out twice a week and walking 3 times a
right.
week. Yeah, see, that's like all good.
So
I gotta
top
get
of the
on a
round.
routine. Like
Vex, you got
I'll
this.
do like 2 or 3
okay.
days in a row. I'll be
gonna-
great, and then like a week or two I'll do nothing, and I'll be like extra
They're
bad
all
with
far
everything
away from
else.
each other, aren't they?
And I'm never
They're all
like
pretty
that. This is
spread
like
out
the
now,
first
they're all
time it's ever been
recuperating
like
from
this.
what looked like a coordinated
I have fallen
attack. And
apart,
you can see
everybody.
there appears to
It's
be
tearing
what
me
you normally see are about 4 to
apart.
5 deckhands.
Uh-huh.
There's only 3 up there right now with Captain Damon. They're either sleeping or not currently in the battle.
Wasn't it like the anniversary of the room this week
You
or
can tell
something?
the,
I feel like
the-
somebody
the
told me something
dragon-like
about the
creatures,
room
which,
this
As you
week.
get a better look at this moment,
Does
you
anybody know?
these? A large number of the
If there
Dragon army
is.
utilizes these as mounts. These are wyverns.
Oh.
Hey. Whoop.
And they're all in a kind of ruddy brown, brass-like
Ruddy brown.
coloration to their form.
Plan is to continue till October. Keep
alright,
doing
so,
it,
Vex, what are you
Vero.
doing?
Keep doing
I
it.
am going to
Keep working. Yes, see, Neil
Hunter's
said it
Mark,
too. Neil agrees.
one of the
Just keep
ones with a rider
doing
on
it.
them.
Okay.
That's
All
what Rocky
of them are
says.
seems.
Keep
Oh, all of
going.
them? Even the one with feathers?
Nothing outlasts
feathers.
I'll go for the feathered one
the
then.
Stallone or Geyser Bunny.
Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark.
Ba-doom.
Hunter's rings.
Hunter's Ring. All right.
And I'm
Hunter's
gonna
Ring. Hunter's Mark.
I'm
How
gonna-
beautiful.
Hail of Thorns him at a level 3.
Okay.
Hail of
Yeah.
Thorns.
What's the range of that?
That is
My sister's been walking with
just
me,
says ranged
but she's
weapons, so
on
Alright,
whatever
so what are your
that
weapons ranges? What's your weapons range? for longbow?
Wygovie shit.
Um,
What is
that is a
Wygovie?
really good
Is that
question.
something that I'm
I'm
supposed to
gonna
read?
run
Like
forward.
Wygo?
All right. How far you
Oh
run?
no, that's that stuff. That's an actual thing. What is that
That's
thing
as far
for?
as you can go with your
I have seen that commercial.
Right.
Wygovie,
and that means I can, like,
Wygovie.
duck against
I
one of
literally
those
read it as
ones.
Wygovie,
Right.
like why go,
okay.
why go?
All right. So the
Wago. I
range
have
of the
seen a
longbow
commercial for
comes
that. I
to
forget what it does.
150. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
So,
My apologies.
regular attack.
Yep. So roll for attack on him.
Rolling for attack.
17.
Everybody get ready. We're rolling for attack.
17.
I think I'm gonna pour one more shot. We're gonna go a
So
little
regular attack,
deeper
and
into
then
this
also
episode.
Arrow, like thorn attack.
We're gonna
right?
go at least to 2,
Yep. So you
which
add all
is
the
7
damage from
more
the spell
minutes.
At level 3.
So we'll see if we could end it on some sort of that Ozempic, but it's pharmacy brand. Okay, so it's Ozempic. Okay, that's what I thought. We're gonna pour enough for like a little shot. Don't forget, this is 100 proof
Plus
bourbon
my
whiskey,
regular
100 proof, 9-year age Knob Creek bourbon whiskey. I'm advertising it like
14.
I'm sponsored or something. Tis not a sponsor.
37.
It is just pretty
Is
delicious
that
for
not a
100
radial
proof
exposure?
bourbon.
Yeah, so
and
that's
I
the
mind
thing
you,
that
I've been drinking
Ryder
it piss warm.
Alright.
on the Hail of Thorns.
I usually have that
Writer
shit
itself
chilled,
also-
and it is quite marvelous. I'm drinking it like warm as shit.
So as you release the air,
And it's still pretty
it arcs
nice,
through the air, and
pretty
you see
nice.
the wind itself is very strong at this point in the morning. But you still manage.
Those are great,
thanks
but
to your
mostly
training and the
suppress
magical nature
the
of the
appetite.
arrow that you fire strikes
Talking
true,
about
slamming into the
Ozempic
side of
and
this giant. You can see it now flying with its
Wegovy.
giant beaked eagle-like head.
My dad
This is a
was
griffin.
offered Ozempic
You've seen
because
them
they were saying losing weight could
occasionally,
help with his heart.
Usually wild and stay away from
And
them. This one appears to be used.
I
in
was
harness in the
like,
mouth.
if you think you
However,
should,
the
like,
arrow
I was like,
slams
I
into
wasn't
and
against
detonates
it,
with a spray
but
of,
I was
of
like,
magical thorns. You can see it kind of.
I feel like
recoils
he's
back,
getting
and this-
skinny enough. I don't know. I basically said like, I'm leaning more towards try it and see what happens.
Damage for 100.
But then the doctors were like, we want to wait a little longer because we don't want to put him on something like that with
Alright,
a low heart rate.
That's your
and stuff.
bonus action in your first attack. You get a second level attack too.
Oh shit! Awesome. Let's do it.
It just explodes and thorns is on fire or whatever.
No.
That is 24.
24 definitively.
Pharmacies and mix
Yes,
shit
different as well.
in the house. I'm
Yes.
assuming that's why it's not working.
10.
10 damage.
I've never taken anything like that. I've always just like
Alright, so as the
dieted
reeling back
and
and trying to flap
rapidly
away,
ran
something
and
strikes
worked out
at
until
the
I
side,
drop it off.
Screeches again in pain.
I've never tried like weight loss drugs or
Begins to
anything like
rise
that.
up whoosh, over the actual area. I get to use these again.
Yeah.
Move it.
Alright, so that ends your turn, I believe. You've moved and done everything else. Alrighty.
Oh, I didn't move trinket at all.
You can move to
Who wants
I want him to be near me.
this final
It's
shot?
up to
I know I
you,
said the
ready to
last one
guard.
would be, but I think I'm going to do one more.
Blocking on the wall.
We're going to do it in 5 minutes,
Up
the
in here?
2-hour shot. And then we'll see where we're at,
that
and
ends
we'll
your
decide where
turn.
to stop. But
Next
the 2-hour
up,
mark is already beyond
These
the
guards all
Thunderdome.
shift over to these 3 placements over here. You have large defensive.
I feel like it went by
bolts
really
that are locked
quick.
into the sides of the ship. And they, go and they reach over into the barrel, and you can see they take one out, and each one of these giant bolts has a rope attached to the end of it, and they start loading it into it, pulling back to prepare it for an attack. It takes their entire turn to do that.
I
but now
love it.
they're at the
Gotta
ready,
run back into Pizza
to
Land
strike
for a
out
bit.
against
If the stream is
whoever's
over
managed
before
to
I
hang
get
on.
back, I hope you all have a great week, and I'll see
One
you
at the
all
front
in the
ship and
comments.
one at each side.
Ninja Master, we're having one
that
more shot
ends
for you, my
their
friend,
turn.
before you
Vax,
leave.
you're up.
To Ninja Master, the final shot of the stream. We're gonna end in about 5 minutes or so. Unless we hit the 50 likes, we got 5 minutes. To Ninja Master, enjoy the rest of work, my friend.
To click my boots of haste as I come up behind her and dagger over her shoulder. I'll use my brand new dagger of life stealing first time. That was a 19.
Look
which
at
is a critical hit.
Laura is laughing at her.
You're at disadvantage
off.
in these attacks because they are beyond your 20-foot dagger throwing range.
Okay. Well, I had advantage for assassinate and disadvantage for the distance, so that brings me down to even. My first roll was a 19, which is still a critical hit for me.
That is, do you know how it works?
I hope he's right.
Assassinate.
You have advantage. Yeah, it's true. You do.
They haven't gone yet. and
No, it hasn't.
Alright.
You have advantage. That cancels
So
it out. So
Vax
yes, that first time is a
critical.
critical hit on this.
Critical
this
hit by
wither
Vax. Look at that. Couldn't have been a more perfect roll. Well, it could have been.
Warn me first.
But it was good enough. That's all we
Here
needed.
we go. Rolling dice in New Jersey. It's wonderful.
Rolling dice in Jersey. Where is he?
10.
Where's Liam at, guys? I want to know in Jersey where he's at, because I'm like Central Jersey. I'm like
And then I'm going to start slinging the other two
pretty
dice.
much an hour or two. I could get anywhere in New
First
Jersey
one
within an hour or
probably
two.
misses. It's a 14.
14 against the wyvern.
Well, I don't know. Do these all get advantage?
I would say the furthest point for me to reach is my house in Wildwood. That's like the
that's not a
tip
good
of New
question.
Jersey. And I could do that in 2.5 hours or less.
It's
If
true,
if
that's
I
why I'm
gotta
thinking
get there quick,
probably.
I could do it in almost 2 hours if I gotta get there quick. But if I
Yeah, on
just
attack- on
go
attack rolls,
normal,
it's
2.5,
increases
and
combat,
that's
so
the furthest tip
So
of
then
New Jersey
actually
for
that
me.
was a 20.
So I can get anywhere
All
in the
right, that
state
definitely hits.
in 2 hours, pretty much, if I needed to.
That is an 8, and the third dagger goes whooshing
Yep.
right over Vex's
Whooshing?
shoulder for a,
Liam grew up near that park
27.
with all the lawsuits.
All right.
This
at his
one is a
parents for
poison dagger,
reasons.
of course, so that
She said it was
is,
a pharmacy,
10
and
damage, and
I
then
half
it's a
remembered a
DC
John
of
Oliver
15
about
for
it.
poison.
Liam grew up near the park
All right.
and close enough to have a Manhattan view.
All right. The dagger
With
strikes
all
true.
the
You're
park with all
uncertain
the
if it's had an
lawsuits.
effect. Unfortunately,
Is it like
distance, it's hard to tell. It's
Hoboken or
physical
Weehawken? I'm trying to think of like a park in New Jersey
reaction to the
where it would
impact.
have a shot of
However,
Manhattan.
it seems the dagger
Everything
seemed to
on the
have
Hudson.
definite damage.
Hoboken, Union
appearances
City,
to its physical
Weehawken.
exterior, and you see it.
It's got to be like one of
recoiling
those
from the
places
attacks,
on the
means one's
Hudson.
gonna fly
That's
up as well
New
to try and
Jersey,
get out of range.
and the path goes directly
All right.
to them.
That ends your turn.
I'm
it's now
a good.
the
I'm about
Griffin's turn.
30,
Griffin
40
and the
minutes
Griffin
from
Rider.
Hoboken.
Oh no.
The
I used to be able to
Griffin
do
Rider.
it. I had a friend that would
Swoop down.
speed. I don't condone this,
Having
but
to
he was like a lieutenant on the fire department or some high up on the
gets
fire
that
department,
card.
and he
Oh,
would
no.
speed
Check.
our asses off to Hoboken
Grabs.
Oh no, he's gonna throw him over the edge.
with his
Grabs
undercover
this guard
Jeep.
Oh, that's-
into its claws.
And we would do it in
And
like
then
30 minutes
Flies
from my house to
up over
Hoboken.
this side.
He's gonna toss his ass
Action
over the edge.
Park
He's
was
going to
amazing.
release
Action
it.
Park.
Oh, you were shitting me.
The
Can someone have a reaction?
Seriously,
Do
tried
you
to
have a
try
reaction,
to
everybody?
this moment.
Can someone do
When
anything?
or
reaction?
when
the,
are or were
the guard
all
misses
the
and or
fires
fails to hold on
from
tight
in
for
California?
last reaction,
That
try and grapple back.
that was like 2 months ago. If
The
you're talking
guard
about
you watch
the California
as
fires.
the Griffin swoops down,
Action
grabs
Park.
him.
Are we talking
over
about
its
the
claws
fires
and
at
pounds,
Action Park?
wrapping around his shoulders, lifting
you
him
haven't
up
seen
and chucking him over the side of the
the
ship.
movie with
Scream!
Johnny
The action
Knoxville,
coming
Action Park, go check it out. I thought it was
down the boat.
amazing, and probably because I
you
grew up.
have no ropes
hour
immediately
for
around you.
Action
You have
Park.
to
I
go
do.
to
I
the
have
side.
the rope of.
You have nothing to tie it to at this moment.
I could get
You
to
have the
Action
pegs
Park
all on
in
the side here
probably
with
an
the
hour
ropes
and a half.
attached to if
I
you guys
have
climb
some
in, so you
grasping
could do that.
vines.
We could just attach it to all of ourselves, and where we go one, we go all. If they take one, they take all.
And where we go one, we go
And with the
all.
last bit of the griffin's flight movement, because that was down to there.
It would make it a difficult.
Be able to lift
moves
all of
over
us.
Well,
here.
it would make it difficult. He would have to break against like
Actually,
the
you could-
strength section against
Has enough
Grog
movement
and
to get back
stuff,
up to
yeah.
here.
Oh no!
All right, so now there's the griffin's current position on its turn. That ends there. Tiberius and Grog both go.
Okay. I'm going to move over here.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. That's as far as you can get
All
there.
around the ship. All around
I'm
the
still in
ship.
range of that guy, right?
Yeah.
Good. I'm going to use telekinesis to lift the rider off and tuck them off.
Okay.
And chuck 'em
go ahead and
off.
make your check plus your plus 5 for the modifier.
The
So
Jersey
that's- no,
Fires?
That's okay. That's
The new ones? I'm trying to think.
plus my this thing. That's
The
Oh,
Jersey
19.
Fires, the new ones. Liam
All right.
grew up close enough to
So,
Action Park
the rider,
that he
which
went
as you look over, you can
regularly,
see appears to be small
and
and half
he was near the
in,
Hudson.
in
All right,
physical
so
form.
yeah, it was
You reach
probably.
over with your telekinesis spell and concentrate.
It had to be like
the instant it's
Hoboken or
gripping
something
onto
like
it,
that.
holding
That
the
Liam
spear.
lived. The
All of a sudden,
Jersey Fires. I'm trying to think of what the fires
It's
were in
lifted up
Jersey.
and then flung off the side.
There were fires I remember like in
turn to
Canada.
the wire
That was
and
the
I go,
closest I can remember.
And I in dragon
You're getting
speak,
some crazy
draconic,
talk right
whatever,
now.
You say
I,
bad
I,
dragon.
I say, fight with me or be free.
Would be free.
Or be free and be free.
Fight with me or be free, everybody.
That
That is your
meaning-
options.
Fight with me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or go peace out.
Okay.
Right.
You just sounded like Enya to me.
Make an.
I'm
okay,
curious
this
to
one, make an
see-
Animal handling roll.
Is there a reason to stay on a couple
Natural
more minutes?
20.
I almost feel like natural 20. I almost feel like we're gonna
'Cause you're a
resolve
dragon.
this relatively
Mind to the hoods.
quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Try again.
If it's gonna go on for a while, then I probably
No,
should
I had
cut it.
advantage.
So.
Were
this-
there not
this
fires on the
halfling or
TV
gnomish
like a
entity is
week
now
ago?
falling out of the air.
Fires in your. I don't honestly.
That
I
ends
don't recall.
Tiberius's turn. Grog, what's up?
I could be wrong. Well, actually, the music's kicking up, so
I'll
it's
turn
making
to
me
the
think
group and say,
there is not.
Make sure someone guards
an
the
end to
box
this
in
battle.
case it's a distraction.
Were there no
And then
fires
I'll
on
rage.
TV? I
And
heard
I
of
would
that.
like to run to the front of the ship where the captain was.
All right, let's see what
As
Grog
far as I
does.
can.
Maybe we'll
Captain's
call it
there.
after
Oh, the
Grog.
captain's there?
Yeah, it's at the back of
That
the
was
ship
the guard.
here.
That was
The guard got flung off the side. The captain's still up there holding onto the.
I will run to the front crystal.
Okay.
If I can get this. 40 feet. That's how far I can go.
Does he get there?
40 feet, right there.
Son of a bitch.
I can't get there.
Okay,
But your
so-
rage is a bonus action. You can use your action to dash and go the rest of the distance.
All right,
Double your movement.
do
I
it.
have to tie myself to something.
Rage.
Okay.
Oh,
You could run to the side and tie yourself.
What is
Grog is like, I wanted to tie myself to something.
Right there.
It's a
It's another one of these ballistas. They've all been set. This one has been set to fire. Just the person who was currently helming it got chucked off the side.
Oh.
Ooh, you're the shooting guy.
is there a railing on the side of the ship at all?
There is a railing. It's about waist high.
Yeah, I don't remember the fires. I mean, honestly, I don't. I'm trying to think of what that could be.
Could I take the chain out of the bag of holding, wrap it around my...
It's very possible there was, and I mean, I could be forgetting. It's very possible.
Can I do that?
Yeah. With your movement, you can get to there, unless you wanted to instead head over here and.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so instead of going further up that valley, you go ahead and wrap the chain around there. Sure.
Yeah.
Chain around your wrist. You kind of tangle it in with your chain of returning. You go ahead and take the chain and wrap it around the side of the peg and pull it taut. That's your turn.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
That ends Grog's turn.
Grog
Julith,
is
you're up.
locked in.
Okay. I'm going to move my speed over here-ish.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna cut it there. Well, we're gonna go to. Why do I
And then
feel
when you
like?
say I'm 60 feet within range of that guy?
Oh yeah. You're within
He's-
25, 30 feet of him.
Oh, am I? Well, let me back up a bit then. Just
Okay.
right, yeah.
Maybe I should've-
Oh, I can walk across that.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Oh, fun. Well, all right, we're gonna stop there. Well, are we?
I
should have stopped
It's
there.
a wooden lattice, basically. It's. I mean, it's.
I'm trying to find the
mostly covered,
perfect
it's just that
sweet
they remove
spot,
when they're
and it
putting
didn't
large
work
cargo
out.
into the ship.
Right, gotcha. And there's still a rider on that guy?
Yes, there's a rider on all of them.
Okay. I am going to...
There we go. 2 4 27. That's what we're doing. But it doesn't really matter because I'm going to do the hour Patreon, and that will give us like less than 50 minutes. So maybe I'll shave 5 minutes off of Patreon as well. That way we will have plenty of... Where is this? Where is this? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so that way we will have a solid 20 minutes, whatever. Either way, ads have been hitting like crazy. Really? I'll have to take a look. Maybe I messed with the settings. I did do this one really quick. I wonder if I didn't set it properly. Because this one, normally I post it like way ahead. This one, when I realized I post it really quick, maybe I did something wrong. But that being said, everybody, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. And then I'm going to probably jump right into the Patreon hour. Like, I think right now we have an hour and 15 minutes left. So I'll probably take 5 minutes away from Patreon, do a 20-minute Vox O'Clock, and that will give us our time. And then from there on, I think we're going to have to start rolling with actual Vox Machina's episodes. We'll know by next Friday. They have 1 week. Enhanced for Critters has 1 week, but I think people said earlier that they're saying they're not going to do it anymore or whatever. So I think that's what we're going to do. But you guys, thank you for joining me. We have Clever Name I Made, Michael, Vero G, Ace, and the Dude JB, my moderators, my brother Ray as well. We also had Ninja Master here, my good friend Neil, Marion Ravenwood, Lauren was here earlier. We have Holly Mac 79, Colvin, M. Gormley, Ninja Master. I'm saying names over and over that are the same names. I'm going to just say other people, too, that I just want to shout out. We had Backless Door, Chibiki Paro, Northern Lion, The Hiking Viking, Callisto Warrior Queen, Emily Mary, Amelia, Mary, Colleen did jump in. I did get back far enough to see Colleen jumped in. Colleen, it was good to see you in the chat. If I missed you, Amy and David France, I hope everything is going well. Oh my God, Emily Mary is there. Emily Mary is there. Everybody, have a good night. And is it Friday yet? I still to this day can't remember which one I'm